I'm just currently going to look over some notes.
Started.
Alright. Let's see here. Also, sorry for the slight delay, guys. For the delay. I got caught up playing Grim Dawn again. Whatever.
Whenever you feel the urge, you should just play with me so that way I can remind you, hey, we got a game in 10.
Fair. Oh, bot. Well, I guess that's what we're doing, I guess. But yeah, last we left our group of adventurers, you had just started your investigation in the devil pits of well, apparently a mental incursion from a group of, well, former psychopomps call themselves the Sakil. They've essentially been, well, embedding themselves into the dreams of the residents here, though they've only they've only how do I put this? They haven't exactly been able to penetrate to the dreams of their fiendish brethren, their more devilish brethren. They have been able to penetrate for some of them, but you guys have spent, I think, the first day looking through, talking around, asking about the what people have. Well, essentially, what each of these diabolical investigators have managed to scrounge up, before they've had to essentially go back to their post and just find some good noir music.
Mm.
Because I guess that sounds a lot more. It's a lot more fitting for this. Let's see here. There we go. Alright. The morning comes. Let's see here. Pull out some physical dice for this.
Ow, my poor ears. I get a blast of sax just in my left ear.
Blast of what?
Saxophone.
Oh, okay.
Alright. You guys have a peaceful-ish sleep. I mean, as peaceful as you can have in this relatively unfamiliar environment, which is, yeah, it's nice. Let's see here. First person people to wake up. Hajime and yeah, just Hajime.
Uh,
Yes, unless
Haj-
was it Hajime?
Hajime? Hajime.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Hajime.
because you have...
Rose Winter. Sorry, Captain Rose Winter.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
because...
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, Rose Winter... Like, you end up reading the left frame first, is at the right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta remember, left is yesterday, right is today.
Until it isn't, and then it becomes something else.
Yeah. But, yeah, Rose Winter probably would... Like, you have certain feats of, you just make it so sleep is pretty much...
Yeah,
not existent, right?
So, you wake up first, Captain Rose Winter. Right, and you hear a knock on the door.
Oh, another. Okay. I shall investigate.
All right.
Maybe me just sitting downstairs.
You see this you see this so stereotypically overworked officeman at the door as you look through the people, holding onto what appears to be a leash. You see very thick, very large bags over his eyes. And he's just he's just standing there like with just a 1,000-yard stare.
I'll open the door oh so slightly.
Alright.
Enough to like peek out. Like, what do you want?
Yeah, you see that he appears to have a leash. The leash is attached to a small. How do I put this? Like bulldogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, he appears to have a sort of bulldog with some like kind of like Darth Maul-esque spikes, sort of that run across the top of his skull, and some spikes at his out his knees, his backwards face and knees. As he says in Infernal, that essentially that Mr. Mr. Hero Ball saw it useful to give you a sniffing dog. Takes you again a little bit to translate mentally.
I give a very puzzled look. Sniffing dog? What do you?
He just shoves this leash into your hands, and it says, "Good luck. You're going to need it." As he just walks away.
Is it just a leash?
It's a leash attached to the dog. Yes.
Can I make?
Roll would
There's-
be to identify this dog.
Right, nature, something,
Yeah,
religion.
nature, sure. Yeah, the closest thing you could probably just allocate, or the closest that, at least in your world, that this would probably resemble would be a bulldog. Except for like the whole spines across its the top of its head and small spikes on the backward on the knees, on the backwards facing knees.
Yeah, is this like a hellhound or something?
No, it just looks like a dog. I mean, there's probably a very small amount of hellhound in its lineage, but it's probably not enough for it to actually be counted as a hellhound.
This is a tiefling dog, essentially.
It kind of.
It's a similar
yeah.
bloodline. It has the bloodline, but it's not actually fully this.
Yeah, essentially, statistically speaking, let's see here. It has the stats of a wolf, except for one thing. It is resistant to fire damage. It is actually resistant to fire damage. And,
Oh.
so, you can probably assume with your nature check. It just looks at you, puzzled like, oh. Just sort of looks at its nose.
I reach down to its level and start petting him like you would an actual dog.
Make a animal handling.
Oh boy, I am not good with the animals.
Two, huh?
You say that, but okay, sure. So it
Sacred dog whisper.
It sort of sniffs at your hand as you it sniffs at your hand a little bit as your hand approaches. Tilts its head off to the side, not very unfamiliar with you, but doesn't stop you from petting it. Seems to enjoy it. You see its little stumpy tail wag.
Oh. Do you have a name, boy? I don't think the overworked man said your name.
You do notice around the call there does appear to be like some sort of nameplate, which will take you a little bit to read.
Well, what's the doggo's name?
I'll write it down in the Roll20 chat. Mikhail, or Michael.
Uh,
Very odd way to spell the name, but it works.
God, how fucky. I'm just writing this down in my sheet. Okay. I look at the name tag. What's an odd name for a dog? Mikhail? Michael?
Sort of looks at you confused, as if sort of confused. It's again doesn't recognize your scent.
Hmm. Well, I let it sniff me out.
All right. What's your? No, I'm not gonna have it attack you. But you do see as it snaps at something over your shoulder, over your underneath your palm. You see a
Oh?
small. Let's see here. Yes, you see what looks appears to be some sort of mosquito, really grody looking mosquito, and he just chows it down.
Hmm. Oh. Aren't you useful?
He just happily eats it and just looks at you like,
Well, yeah, I want to give it food. I want to be the doggo owner.
Dog owner. Yeah, your compatriot, he's like at the kitchen because just with a knife, it just asks your. Sorry, okay, Sasha. Yes, she just asks you what's going on.
uh, Harold felt it's great to give us an assist in our investigation. And
Oh, he gave us the friend. Oh, he brought the devil.
uh, she kind of tilts her head. I guess you could call it that. As she just kind of steps out of the way. This is Mikhail.
As she sort of approaches. Let's see here. What is her disposition towards dogs? Let's see here. Yeah, she doesn't mind them. She sort of looks at it. Oh. Well, as long as it doesn't start pissing on the ground, pissing on the floors, it's fine. Especially not on the carpet.
I definitely not. That would ruin the value of them.
I'm going to go prep some food. You want me to go wake up Rahamid or go? No, wake up because he doesn't sleep. Do you want me to go get Rahamid and the others afterwards?
Yeah, I'm going to see about the breakfast. Well, that's Didn't you say someone was cooking breakfast?
Yeah, she was making breakfast.
Oh, she was making breakfast.
Yeah, it's not okay. To put into perspective as to the size of this dog, the sheer size of this lad. I'm just gonna. Oh, fuck, wrong one.
Is it a large tile?
No, it's medium sized.
Wow. That's actually big for a dog.
What you're saying is it's as big as we are, roughly.
Yeah,
Alright,
roughly.
I've returned. But so
Think like British bulldog.
so muscly as all hell.
Basically, but with like spikes on its body.
So it's as big as a Great Dane, but muscular like a bulldog.
Yeah,
Alright.
it has statistics of a wolf, so yeah.
Alright.
So yeah.
So
Rahamid, you wake up as Sasha
wake up, quote unquote.
Quote unquote wakes you up. Sort of knocks on the door of your room and basically tells you, "Hey, breakfast is ready."
Go.
Also, there's a dog here. There's Parabol decided it would be a good idea to send us a dog.
Just thinks about that for a moment, and Raham just kind of makes a slight comment to himself, just be like, I feel offended for some reason. And she downstairs and checks out the new canine.
Alright. You see is it's just sitting, it's actually at this point it's just like sort of like sniffing around, getting to being acquainted to its surroundings. It does notice you, tilts its head, approaches you and sniffs you for a brief moment.
I will make mention I do understand like any animal sort of speech.
It doesn't actually say anything, but
Oh, okay.
yeah,
But
it just sort of sniffs at you and then just starts walking around everywhere. It sort of gets kind of confused, sort of cries a little bit, like it's a little oh no, and just walks away.
just
Remember,
Rahama just being like,
you're
we'll try to
kind
say,
of dead.
yeah, we'll try to say, like, we'll say hello to it in speech if it can understand that.
It's really freaked out by you. It doesn't choose to respond.
He's like, what the fuck?
What is this thing? I don't like the way it smells. I'm going to go smell things that are more familiar. That being said, eventually everyone does come down. Everyone does eventually see the dog as they are. You know, just sniffing around. It appears to be a lot more friendly towards Alistair and Moose. Probably because they're both, you know, the most familiar of your group, being tieflings and such.
Mm-hmm.
And also Oriax, because he is with your group.
Yeah.
But yeah. Let's see here. Alright, and as each of you all eat your breakfast, what is the plan for the day?
We could go after the other half of the names of the people, since we only went after 3.
Yeah, you can honestly ask them and see what they know, and see what they found so far, and then see if we can come to a conclusion, or work with what we know and see what we can find on our own.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
though.
put a star next to, if you sort of go back to the pinned Devil Investigator list. I have put a star over the ones that you have already visited.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but personally, okay with talking with the rest of the devils to see what they found and know, cause all we got is left 3, and then we can use the remainder data search.
Yeah. We do have a lot of good information already, like, we could hit up the residential area and talk with the people that have the vendetta and that have the knowledge and the grudge.
Yeah.
But I do think we should go after the others first and foremost.
I'll say we avoid the Covenant because, as he told us, he's a liar.
That's the guilty
Liar
part.
and yeah, a liar and potentially a suspect, depending on what we end up finding.
Oh, Duke's back.
I don't
You're
believe we
talking
can trust
about
him.
the perceiver, right?
It's the speaker prophet.
Well, I'd actually go the opposite. I think he would have the most reason to be truthful. If he's a for-profit devil, or if you pay him, I believe he has no reason to hide his information.
Well, that's the thing, he deals in contracts. So maybe you pay him, then he's like, okay, I'll give you information, but you have to give me your soul.
They're not exactly. Well, if the guild devil is working for the person that we're currently working for, he wouldn't try to get our soul.
Well, I'm
That's the thing.
not saying that exactly. I'm just saying he deals in contracts. We may be wrapped up in one.
Yeah, but nothing venture, nothing game. I think we can talk with the guild of one first if that's going to be the most difficult one, just to get out of the way. To see if it's more trouble than we're making it out to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's the ink demon we have to talk to,
and the Ouroboros demon. Devil.
Ouroboros.
Yeah.
Ouroboros devil. So
Yeah.
Kurgan is a liar, greedy. Koros is a coward, and Wesley, I don't remember what we got of him.
Well, he's very prideful.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Although that
prideful
weird...
to the brink of obsessive.
Right. I feel like if you with Wesley, you could work around that, like embellish the pride, because pride is one of the easiest emotions to
Manipulate.
manipulate. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm totally up for speaking with the speaker of the prophet first, so we can get him out of the way. So if it ends up being difficult, we at least get the harder one to talk to out of the way.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily trust him, but I do agree.
Yeah, and here's what I say to it. Since we are gonna go talk to him, we might want to be real, careful about what he says, about what he tells us, you know? Like, keep in mind what everyone else so far has said, and compare that to what he ends up telling us.
Yeah.
And if shit just doesn't match up, then
And then we'll deal with it.
yeah, then we'll deal with it accordingly.
So to Kujin first.
First and foremost, I'm gonna refer back to the do's and don'ts.
Yes, look, I was about to start with that. So, Kurgan is, let's see here.
Did I ever relay the information I got from the bar?
From the, I don't think so, because I don't remember off the top of my head.
I think you might have done it at the end of the session before we ended.
I think so, but maybe not.
Well, if I didn't, I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to disconnect and reconnect because it says connecting on my thing, and so.
Here's art. Here's what a gilded devil looks like. His appearance in the file. Kind of what you expect when it says gilded devil. So, yeah. In his case, he wields a broadsword. Also, welcome back, Armored. Are you okay?
Yeah, it kept disconnected.
Alright. So, in this case, so what would each of you, essentially the terms of engagement for him is to never accept any gift he offers, as he will offer it relentlessly, and they essentially, if you accept a gift from him, it will result in you being weaker to his abilities that he may impose on you if you ever, face him in any battle, in any combat or whatever. or if he decides to scry on you out of nowhere.
Essentially, don't accept gifts unless you want his hooks in you. Quite literally.
Yes.
That's what I said.
Additionally, let's see here. If you have any jewelry, keep them hidden. He will attempt to bargain with you for them, as he does like to amass them, much akin to that of a dragon.
Hmm.
Just reads off no jewelry, looks at like Rahab just covered in it, just like what?
Well,
He- Not
Yang
just
also
you.
has the engagement ring.
yeah. Essentially, just like stow it away if you can, or
Yeah,
Yeah.
anything
I-
that's made of
Hiding
gold,
the
anything
not
that has gold
gold.
or jewelry, like or gems in it.
just jewelry in general, like rings, necklaces, earrings, things like that. You may
Yeah,
want to,
so Roham
because he'll bargain with you relentlessly.
and so hiding
and speak to you
hiding
uselessly.
the engagement ring, the earrings, and the necklace or amulet.
Oh, me and my cohort are decked out in jewelry. She's gonna have the hardest time. She's Sasha's decked in jewelry, rings, earrings, necklaces, all that good stuff.
Raham just simply waves his hand, and all of a sudden, everything that he's wearing that's jewelry is just all of a sudden just gone and no longer wearing.
A single tear roll. I'm kidding. Obviously. Let's see here. Alright, so each of you, so you all managed to go find him. Or actually, hold on. Yeah, you managed to find him.
Where are the dudes? We only got the
He's
don't.
with the last location he was found, or he was seen. He appears to be sort of conversing between a few other devils. One that's a lot fatter. Let me just pull up an image of one of them. If this thing will decide to load for me. Come on now. There we go. Yes, you see one of these sort of devils currently just sitting next to him, and they're just having they're just talking. And he's, twitch the, it's just something about, let's see here, but apparently some idiot doesn't know how to, some newbie idiot doesn't know how to complete their tax form, and is now going to be losing everything. And they're just laughing about it as if it's the funniest shit they've ever heard. Only because it is for them. Where's the... Okay, there's no full image of it. But, actually, maybe there is. Yeah, there we go. Yep, right here, and there. It's loading. There we go. Well, yeah, a bit corpulent looking devil like that, sort of sitting parallel. And they're just, yeah. Upon seeing that your group is approaching, lets his friend know before he takes his leave, so to speak, and just flies away. What do you want? He seems somewhat annoyed.
We are here to ask you questions about what you know about the shadows that have been attacking this town of late.
Sure.
Above game, I'm trying to actually remember the actual what they're called because my brain is just pulled stupid.
Sakil.
Yeah, the Sakil. That's right, the Sakil. Yeah.
Sakil, potato.
We just have a few general questions. What you know of the situation?
He sort of takes a deep inhale and then looks to you, Rosewinter. Sorry, got distracted. I suppose I could help you. What do you need to know? Rather, what do you want to know?
Well, we'll start very basic. What do you know of these shadows and these whispers that have been plaguing the town?
I just learned about their name just now. They're called the Sakil. Interesting. Apparently some sort of force of nature. Judging by your appearance, that you already know that there's some sort of force of nature. So, what a shame. If you want, you can roll the insight on him. I'm not gonna stop you.
Definitely
Sure.
gonna.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Let's see how Muhammad will do. This is all of his +1. 5.
Alright. Zeris, Muhammad, and Captain Rosewinter. You doesn't appear to know much. Ashana, you've had some experiences with very snide people. He's very clearly hiding something. He just wants to. Then is just, he's not really testing you. He's just playing with you guys.
Oh, he's just being a little shit.
If you want to word it that way, sure. The way he'd probably word it would be keeping his cards close to his chest.
Being a little shit.
Sure. Whatever you say.
I believe we have more information.
Sharp mind. You have. Sort of takes a deep inhale, takes a quick sniff around the air. Oh. Well, I know what to avoid if I end up pissing off anyone in your group. Sorceress. Let's see. Let's see here. In total, they've been tormenting and absolutely making. Man, it's a bit funny. It's actually making Chorus's whole job a lot more difficult. That's why he was brought in as a representative for the Ink Devils, so that way they can get back to schedule. Or at least Ink Devils like him, but that's neither here nor there. From what I've seen, they appear to show up at certain times of the day, but in very small windows. I wouldn't recommend fighting. I sent a group of some outsider mercenaries to take care of them. Only they lost a member, but I made sure that they were sufficiently taken care of in terms of finances. That being said, they're tough little cookies. They are. I don't recommend a head-on assault like those fools did. But on the bright side, at least you know not to do that.
You mentioned that they attack at certain times.
Very specific times. Once the clock strikes us, once their time is done, they just disappear like fog, leaving no trace, not even a corpse. So if you want to start poking around their innards, I'd recommend doing it fast and in the middle of battle. They only show up for about 2 minutes and then they're gone. Like I said, very small window.
Are you familiar
You
with?
only have 20 rounds to kill them and to learn about their physiology.
Right. Okay. Do you know what times they strike?
Kind of shifts depending on the location of the moon over the world. But I know that for the next few weeks it should be around midnight. Yeah, exactly midnight this time around. They'll be visible for 2 minutes, so I recommend finding them as quickly as you can. Or if you're lucky, hope that they show up right in front of you. I don't know where they go after that. That's unfortunately something I'm still in the middle of looking into. Until I find something more substantial, I can't tell you anything. I hope you understand. By the way, would you like some tea? As he sort of gestures to what was not previously there, an entire tea set with just very warm, very nice looking tea.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. I ate drinking.
Zaris is just fucking blunt as hell, just straight no.
I literally, it's like Muhammad to look at it, it's been like, no.
Are you sure? This is a very good tea.
I
None
appreciate
other
the offer,
else in the
but no.
world.
Honestly,
The upper plains.
I honestly wouldn't care if you could light the damn tea on fire. My answer would still be no.
I could do better, but fair enough. As he just continues sipping his what's now, as he just picks up a teacup and just now begins to sip. Refreshing. As you see him glow momentarily, as he continues. That being said, the guards have been able to take care of them. Well, I mean, all except for one. He sort of bites his lower lip. That one's a feisty one, I know. But I doubt any of you would ever be able to kill them. Or even learn anything about them. Oh, but I do know what they look like. Or at least some of them look like.
Don't we know what one of them looks like?
You know, one of them looks vaguely dog-like. Yeah, you do know one of them looks like a dog.
Hmm.
In fact, I know the appearance of 3 different kinds. I know they're different because, well, let's say devils like me have a wisdom like mine, have a few tricks up our sleeve that we make use of. But they're not free.
Hmm.
You want to bargain with him regarding that, or?
Do we?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Maybe try and hang out tomorrow and just be like, you can give us the information.
Like, I don't think it matters that we know what they look like. I mean,
Just
we might.
because, yeah, fair. Because if we know where they're gonna be, then why the hell would we need to know what they look like?
I will say, if you do know what they look like, if he does show you what they look like, Muhammad could identify what type of Sakil they are.
True.
Okay.
And know a little bit of what they're capable of.
I do feel like he's not going to bargain with money. You know what? I'll ask. Depends what you're bargaining for. But depends on what you want, what you're bargaining.
We'll start with something small for something small. Sort of looks at you up and down, Captain Rosewinter. What's your favorite jewel? Not jewelry piece. I'm not asking about that. But what's your favorite sort of jewel? Like emeralds, rubies, sapphires, garnets.
What's your game?
Oh, I just want
What?
to know. Can't an old devil like me have a little bit of fun every once in a while?
Hmm.
If you want, you can make an insight. I'm not to stop you. You can just ask.
Yeah. Uh. 15.
Alright. Alright, let's see here. Jesus Christ, he rolled shit this time. You can see that there's maybe he's trying to tempt you a little bit. If he knows what you like, he may be able to offer you something that you just won't say no to. She could also they could also definitely smell. You could probably guesstimate, like probably. You've heard some devils are capable of smelling certain sins off of people. Maybe he's jumping to conclusions with you. Possibly.
Hmm. Hmm. I'll be honest. It's Sapphire. I've always been fond of the deep blues of sapphires.
Okay. You probably heard of those dogs, yes?
We
Some
know
of them
of
like to take the form of them.
them.
Well, I know something that you probably aren't aware of.
What's that?
Keep them away. Don't fight them in 2 things. Actually, let's be a little bit more fun. 3 things. 1. Don't fight them in the graveyard. They can, even if a spirit's in the ethereal plane, they can still kill them. 2. Don't bother trying to sticking together. Spread apart. They are capable of some limited but existing spell casting. And number 3, if there's one, expect there to be an entire pack. They can contact any of their ilk at will, no matter where they are, material plane or otherwise. They're real bastards when it comes to inflicting the fear of death on people. And it's not just the fear of death they like to toy with. But that's always the case with each of these Sakil.
Yeah. From what I know, they prey on any fear.
So, I've told you all I have regarding those dog things. I don't even know what they're called, to be honest, but whatever. Is there anything else you'd like to know about the others? I can tell you a bit more about the most powerful one, but that one, again, the price is worth what it's equivalent to that of the power.
I love game. We really don't need insider dirt on the other 2 doubles or about the question. Ugh.
I don't know. It might be pertinent information, especially if the most powerful has like a trick up its sleeve.
That is a real nasty trick up its sleeve, he says. Especially for you mages who like to do things with reality.
Hmm.
It's a bit unfair. That's probably why one of them died so violently.
Well, we might be in for a rude awakening in my case, at least.
I think we should.
Yeah, very well. If you ever need to know, if you ever wish to change your mind, if you ever change your mind and wish to speak to me in private, he sort of pulls out a small slip of paper, very, very straight, very hard piece of paper, and sets it down in front of you, kind of rectangular. You can find me in the address here. Essentially, it's a business card.
This is the. This is just another one of his tricks. Don't accept anything.
Rahamed will just look at it and memorize it and just be like, good to know, and just walk away without even taking it.
Yeah, someone with keen mind would just be like, remembered it.
Smart.
I give a respectful bow.
Alright. Yes.
And
nice.
I just give a respectful bow and leave, like after memorizing the
Location.
information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Location
Yeah.
information.
Yeah. Thought you'd actually fall for that, but no, it's fine. So.
Oh, I almost did.
Yeah, I almost did, and then I was like, wait.
Wait a minute!
Anything from him, yeah. That's why he's yeah. Again, the more they're very tricky. He's very tricky. Not exactly the strongest devil around, but he's got a lot of influence.
He's crafty.
Very crafty.
Alright, so now on to next even, which I'm thinking the Conqueror would be next. I mean, we could save the Ink Demon for last, just for, well, the Ink Devil for
You're
last, because he might have the most information and he might be easier to talk to if we talk to the other ones first.
I feel like he's the one that has the most direct information. He's the one dealing with them the most.
Yeah, so we can easily save him for
Right,
last.
Representative, so he would know the most. He was sent in to fight him.
Alright, so you decide to approach Wesley.
Wesley the Consular.
The Conqueror, yeah. Specifically, he is an Oribus devil.
Yep.
I will post the image of what he looks like in the general chat.
Yep.
Just think a purple-furred horseman thing.
Yeah.
With a white sort of mane. I'll just literally.
Yeah. So, any do's or don'ts around him?
Yes. Don't. He's known for being a very tricky liar. Don't cast any sort of divination spell around him. Because the Orbis demons all have the ability to shift it in a way to work to their benefit. And let's see here. Let's see. If you try to read him, just know that he has sort of this passive ability to, how do I put this? To modify your perception of him. Not like charm, but like if you roll an insight on him or anything like that, or
yeah, any sort of insight or
observation,
mind reading,
perception.
he'll twist it
can-
to see
yeah.
what he wants you to see, essentially.
Sort of. Essentially, he can grant disadvantage and advantage on perception or on any check that he makes or anything that you make on him.
Yeah.
In terms of do's or don'ts, don't show up with any weapons visible if you can help it. if you do have any weapons visible, make sure to tie a ribbon or like a piece of string on it. As you'll accept that as a sign of that I will not draw this weapon in particular.
So what you're saying is, Xeris needs to tie a ribbon all around his entire goddamn body.
Hold on, come here.
Alright, stand still. Stand still.
Come here, stand still. Like,
Stand
as he
still.
ties a ribbon around your character's neck. And then pats his head.
Is it? That's actually. Is it a green ribbon?
Yes, it is.
God. Oh God, no. Okay, but seriously, no, yeah. That. Aside from that, he's. Well, you did hear that he's been sleep deprived, but yeah.
Yeah. I'll put all my weapons in my bag of holding for right now.
And
Put a
Alistair,
silver
knowing
ribbon.
this, will ribbon all his weapons.
I'll put a silver ribbon over my mace.
Alright. And, Captain Rosewinter, do you apply ribbons to your weapons that are visible?
All mine are in my bag of holding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. For Ahmed, it's simple. He just literally dismisses his weapons.
Same with the Oriax and, yeah, well, Moose doesn't have any weapons on her person, so she'll just...
She's good.
Yeah. She'll be fine.
Boys, you have to ribbon your focus if you're using one.
Well, again,
No, it's
it's
specifically weapons.
Yeah.
Remember, he can alter divination and things like that, so... As to what else...
In ye old times, it was a sign of I am not a dick.
Yeah. That being said, you, each of you make your way to where he was last seen, which, let's see here. It appears to be some sort of park. You see the Oribus demon, shield laying on his chest, flail laying near his hands, as he appears to be almost completely passed out on a park bench, so to speak. And there's the occasional, like, little rings of smoke that just come out of his nose when he exhales through his nose.
Huh. So he's sleeping. You can see him sleep.
Is a tall creature that resembles a strong man with well-chiseled muscles, save for his equine head and flaring nostrils and hoofed feet. About a solid, let's see here. This guy. Yeah, he's about a solid, 10 foot 11. If he were standing.
yeah,
Hmm.
big man.
Big man.
Tall
So-
fucking
So
thing.
he's right now
Absolute
currently
unit.
asleep, right?
Yes, you can try to wake him up if you'd like.
No, Ram is just gonna make the off comment of being like, for a conqueror, he sure is lazy.
Oh, he's sleep deprived. It's good that he's getting sleep.
Yeah,
Been doing a lot of work.
didn't one of the other demons say he was like
Devils, yeah.
Devil say he was sleep deprived?
Because he was haunting, which either means he's onto something or or something else. Yeah. What was it? He's either onto something or he knows something and is just hunting them down even more relentlessly.
Alright, who wants to wake up the sleep deprived demon? Devil.
Not it.
Not me.
Moose says, not us, as she pats Rahamid.
Just literally being like, not us, picks up Ram, just like, I imagine that like
I'll
that's a slight
forward.
squeaky noise as you picked up like Raham's just like.
Basically. Oh, Armored, you were saying?
My boy walks forward.
Sol or Axel, he's not gonna leave you alone on this one. So how do you wake him up? Exactly.
Just, he does a, thaumaturgy, clap.
Alright. Let's see here.
What his, he actually did what his old, leader would, like mentor back in, when he was a private would do. Just clap his hands.
Near his ears, or...
Like, he would stand a good bit away because in the ear really hurts.
Oh, yeah, because, you know, enough so the way the direction of the noise would actually carry into his ear.
Yes, but it also, like, out of the way of any swinging weapon.
Yeah, of course. So let's see here. Does he wake up from your... Jesus fucking Christ. A 17 with his Constitution saving throw. Yeah, you do so. He doesn't wake up. He doesn't wake up at all.
He just sighs. I didn't want to do this. Do any of you have ear protection?
What the fuck is ear protection? No, I'm joking. By the way,
You're
Sean
resistant
would
to
go
thunder
to
damage. You'd have innate ear protection.
And
oh shit, that's right.
Sean would go over to Moose and
together, stands up straight,
ears.
Moose will prepare her ears.
and just shouts out, "Get the fuck up, you sniveling mealworm!"
Alright, con save with disadvantage on this line. Let's see here. That's, okay, that's,
I imagine.
Thaumaturgy. Like, he went full on, like, gunny.
Three blocks down to hearing that, just like Jesus.
Yeah, okay. Well, he rolled a natural 1 with disadvantage, so yeah, he just gets up with as he just starts swinging around. You see as a bolt of he just slapped his chest on one hand. Like as he's like getting up, he's like with his shield. He slaps his chest. As he very clearly casts protection from good and evil on himself. You see as he swings his his triple-headed flail. You see as it begins to like sort of, how do I put this? It's just engulfed in lightning, and he's just looking around like,
Alright. And he says, "Are you done now, Private?"
He sort of looks at you. Alright, he has it. Sort of looks you up and down. You no devil. You ain't my boss. That's for certain.
No, but I've been told I can be, just as nasty.
Sort of just like shakes, nods his head like, sure, I'll believe that. Looks over to the rest of your group like, great. Move along, civilians. I'm not here to be your babysitter. Unless you got a break from
Yep.
bosses.
No, unfortunately, we're not civilians. We're...
As he notices your weapons, for those of you who have them, with a ribbon.
Yeah. Meanwhile, there's Zaris with the ribbon literally tied, like, kind of fucking
On him, yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of
Around his neck,
you-
around his dress, his feet, his tail.
You're really weird looking Avish, as he says to you, Zaris. Oh, excuse me. I need a belch.
So,
Yeah.
that long story.
I'm not gonna ask it. So don't bother telling me it.
Oh, I wasn't going to.
Good. What do you want?
We're the ones investigating the shadows and the whispers that have been plaguing this town.
Uh-huh.
You know, hired by Hannibal.
Yeah, I'm starting to remember now. Excuse me a second. As he utters something. What languages do you know, Rosewinter?
Let's see. There's the vague infernal. I know abyssal, celestial, draconic, giant, sylvan, elvish, goblin, orcish.
Right, and I just looked over everyone. Yeah, none of you would recognize what he's saying. It's just sort of, I was like, "Vad är det?"
What's he
Deep
saying?
speech.
Pulls something from thin air and pulls something from thin air, which appears to be a black mug with number one demon hunter on it.
Can we roll like Arcana or something to discern what language that could be?
Yes, it would be Arcana, sure.
Me with my plus fucking 11 to it.
Well, that's a natural one.
Oof.
Okay.
Arcana.
That's a plus 16, so.
Yeah.
Let's
30.
see how well I do. I'm not
So-
rolling high tonight.
Yeah, that sucks because it'd be a bit weird. So Captain Rosewinter, it's probably like abyssal or something.
Well,
Probably
I
some
have a bit.
weird, or sorry, it's probably some weird like old infernal maybe. Let's see, Rahamid, you don't recognize the language, but you don't like it for some reason. Why don't you like it?
I mean-
Zaris, Alistair, and Ashana, all three of you recognize the language actually, and that's void speech.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh!
The absence of it's a contradictory language where it's essentially an absence of a language. It's very weird, suffice to say. But yeah.
Yeah, generally my earrings give me comprehend languages.
Okay. Do you recognize this as? Oh, essentially with comprehend languages, you would recognize that he says essentially along the lines of, because it's not an it is an exact translation, but the phonetics and all that kind of get jumbled up because it's one of those weird languages. Essentially, he says essentially along the lines of, you know, where did I put my coffee?
Can I look around and see where he put his coffee?
He literally just pulled the mug out of thin air.
Oh, there's.
So, a warlock kind of ability where you just pull something out of the.
Not quite. It could be.
It's similar, but not the exact.
He's definitely a unique type of Oribus devil.
That's very the kinetic.
He sort of takes a seat on the chair on the park chair as it creaks. As he finishes his sip, he asks what you will want to know.
Basically, same verse, same as the first.
Yes, take Bradbury. We explain what we know already,
Yeah.
and ask what he knows of these things and what he's found out.
He managed to beat out of Kurgan the ward he's been using to allow him to remember the forms of some of these, whatever the hell those things are. He doesn't like the name. You know that they're actually called, you know, Sakil. He likes he more or less likes the name for them to be stupid bastards, because that's what they are to him.
I can get beyond that.
He and it's short, succinct, to the point. That's his selling point to it. But that being said, he does say that he does remember them. They're really hard to fucking kill, especially one in particular. if he were a purely mage, or magic using devil, he would be in a lot of trouble. Because what they're capable of doing is something that, how do I put this? He doesn't like the sort of shit they're able to pull. He thinks it's kind of cheating. Let's see here. But he does he does describe one of them, at least their general appearance, kind of like this mass of skulls and flesh, with multiple humanoid limbs and spiked legs that sort of act almost walking around like a spider. I will post the image in Friday group chat. Though fair warning, it's a bit provocative. Not as mammary glands or anything like that. Just
Suggestive
gross.
imagery, got it.
No suggestive imagery, just gross.
Oh, just horrifying imagery.
Yeah, just
Eh.
straight up horrifying.
Just Dead Space.
I gotta be honest, it looks like something you'll see in friggin' Dead Space.
Dead Space, yeah.
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 Yeah. So, Muhammad, make a religion check.
All right. Let's see what I know. What the hell I know. There we go. I rolled 20. Or 23 with advantage, depending.
Yeah, you have advantage on this, definitely. But, you get the minimum in this case of what these things are. You know what they're called. Those, among all the Sakil, the Kimenhul are by far the most terrifying, in that they're the innate ability of the Sakil to affect the mind goes beyond sleep. They can actually have it physically manifest the nightmares of people into the world. Like, tear it out of your mind temporarily and send it down the battlefield to scare the ever-living shit out of you.
So they also work off of fear, but they can actually manifest fear into
They are
life.
physically capable of bringing your fear to the material realm, so to speak. Yes.
Okay.
Well, they sound pleasant.
Yeah. They are immune to any sort of. Let's see here. They are immune to mental effects. So, like spells like vicious mockery or dissonant whispers will have no effect on them. And any attempt to read their memory will result in disturbing imagery of, depending on the person who tries to read their minds. Though there are very few accounts of actually countering these things, because not only are they tough as hell, but the area around them counts as their lair, no matter where they are.
Jesus.
That's not even the worst part of them. But with that 23, that is all you know regarding them.
Alright, so I do relay what I know to the party.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and also don't bother trying to flank them. They have some weird ability that prevents, that allows them to focus on multiple targets at once, making flanking not guaranteed advantage on attack rolls against them.
Here's my question, Auntie. With what has been stated to be known of them, would it also be known if something like, say, a ring of mind shielding would actually render the ability to bring said nightmares to life? Would they just not be able to do it if someone were, say, actually attuned to such a thing?
Make an Arcana check for me.
Alright.
For Xeris.
Alright. That's a nat fucking 20!
Oh yeah, no, that ability completely useless on them, on anyone who has that sort of magic item or ability to essentially shunt out any sort of supernatural or
Oh.
magical intrusion into your mind.
Oh,
that is good.
that is very interesting. Okay.
Me and Xeris are good on that.
Though with that, I will allow you to make a religion check to see if you know anything else about the Kimin hole.
Alright. Alright, going off straight at modifier.
Some theories. Okay. 14. No. I mean, their fiends are probably immune to diseases and poisons.
I mean, there's got to be like a fiend.
Well, maybe not poisons. I mean, these aren't exactly fiends themselves. They're not devils or demons.
Actually,
they become they're psychopomps that become devils or demons. So they may not be affected. Maybe it can probably still be poisoned.
Alright.
Could I roll that? See what sort.
Xeris relay that.
You know what? He gets to thinking about it, and you know what? Yeah, he is actually going to relay that.
Alright, so anyone can roll a religion check to know?
Yes, but they won't know, the DC is higher for them compared to you.
Since I have expertise in poisoners' tools and such, would I have this a check at advantage?
No.
23 again.
21.
Nothing new, Ashana, compared to what everyone else has relayed. With a 23, again, nothing new.
By an extra point.
DC's 25.
Probably. The DC's 20 to know like the name and stuff like that, but every bit more higher you roll.
Okay.
Additional piece of information, both a 24. You can probably guess that if it feeds off of fear, with what you know about the Sakil, them being essentially immune to any effect that would instantly kill them if they failed a saving throw, or if an attack would just hit them, and it would if it specifically says it just instantly kills them. Probably, let's see here. If something is if they are able to physically manifest fear, if you're afraid of whatever the Kimin hole is, they could probably paralyze you. If they have that such influence where they can actually bring nightmares to physically manifest and harass your group.
What if you're not?
Yeah.
What if you're immune to fear?
Then you got nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe it's if you're immune to fear, or if your mind cannot otherwise be like probed or anything, then you're fine.
Can still be probed if you're immune to fear. You just
There's nothing to pull from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but even still, if they can't get into your mind in the first place, then kind of hard to pull from fear,
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah.
3 out of your party members are relatively safe from those effects.
Yeah.
But you also know that kind of put some pieces together and kind of form a bit of a theory. Form a bit of a theory. If it's so horrifying that it can actually manifest something like that, and judging by its appearance, concentrating on effects will probably be a bit more difficult. Essentially, any creature within 300 feet of the Kimin hole, with line of sight, has disadvantage on concentration checks.
So whenever we get hit, we gotta make disadvantage concentration checks whenever we're making
basically. If you're
okay.
within 300 feet, and if you can see them. But if you just can't see them, then you're safe-ish.
Alright. Luckily not... Well... I only got some spells that are concentration that let me do extra damage,
Ooh.
but
The more I hear about this thing,
the
the
more
more I'm realizing Zeus could fuck this thing up. Something fierce.
Probably, yeah.
We all can.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
Power of friendship and teamwork.
Power of friendship and teamwork
But
with bounties.
also a
And
wonderful
also
magical item.
violence. And also violence.
yeah, I'm curious if my own theory is, what if you were to hold a mirror up to it? Is it immune to its own fear effects?
I mean, if it's not a fear, if it's immune to fear, it's probably immune to its own fear effects.
yeah.
Is,
Kind of weird if, like, a snake. No, actually, it would be too weird if a snake weren't immune to their own.
But snake would scare snakes.
I mean, it makes sense if something has a natural ability, it would make sense to have a resistance or immunity to it, at the very least. So, I mean, if you look,
Although-
if you take a look at Komodo dragons, they have fucking venomous, like,
Spit, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
and they
more
bite each other all
bacterial.
the time.
Or, let's see here.
Although,
Wesley does also say that he does know of some locations where they commonly show up. He ended up spending all of last night just going from fight to fight, beating the ever-living shit out of each of them as much as he could. They don't apparently burn. They burn, not easily, but they burn as well as anything else. They actually burn a bit easier compared to most. If what you're saying is true about them being fiends, they burn a lot easier compared to most fiends. Essentially, probably not resistant to fire damage.
good to know.
These are not, natural fiends.
Alright, so, is that everything he knows on the creatures?
Let's see here. Let's see. This is from his time fighting them, as much as he could. He's only had 2 minutes, and that's too little time for him to actually be able to kill them. Yeah, actually, there's one last thing. Don't let them grab onto you. He's noticed a few people get kidnapped by the Kim and Hole. And they teleport to God's knows where. If they get your hands on them, if they get your hands on you, try to teleport, or try to break it as quickly as you can, because they will teleport you somewhere else. And judging by how nasty they are, you don't want to be wherever they send you. Essentially, yeah. If you get abducted by them, there's no saving your character at all, unless you manage to find the home plane of the Kim and Hole.
Yeah.
Of the Sakil.
Yeah, and if these are rogue tails, there's no way that Rahan would be able to get back, because if they're not...
Oh, the Sakil are rogue.
Well, they're keepers of the damned, essentially, right?
Well, no, they reject the whole balance. They're rogue psychopomps, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're rogue psychopomps. Yeah, but nobody's been able to pin down exactly where they are, because, I mean, if you know where they are, then the whole fight between the psychopomps and the Sakil would have been over a while ago.
that is fair.
Yeah. Yeah. He does also, and last thing, before he, because this is the last thing he knows, but, those things can actually, if you're afraid of them, or if he has any other Sakil around them, it can regrow organs and pieces of its flesh. Essentially, Kim and Hole, as long as if there's a creature, a Sakil near them, or if anyone is afraid of them within a certain range, they can regenerate. But if you defeat all of them beforehand, and if nobody is nearby that's afraid of them, they'll still regenerate, but at a slower pace. kind of fitting for cancers, he says.
No, it's a good thing I have my Kanabo. Actually, no, it's a Tetsubo, sorry.
So it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not that much of a weeb where I'm gonna get anal about small things like that.
Alright, so that was it, everything on
That's
the...
as much as he... Yeah, that's as much as he knows. Just...
Alright.
They're scary, but they're still mortal. Just make sure you lock them down and don't let them escape, and don't let anyone fall in their grasp, or they'll take them away forever.
Got it.
Alright?
No.
He'll essentially just drink his coffee and leave you guys be if you don't have any more questions.
Not really, so...
None.
Now it's off to the Ink Demon.
Alright. So, first things first regarding what the Ink Demon looks like, here's the art.
Definitely looks like a contract maker.
Yeah. Essentially, they're like scribes for contracts. They don't actually, make them, but they make them, but they don't have any say in it. They're scribes basically.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
ones that
Alright, so...
Huh.
What,
He looks.
what are the do's and don'ts, really quick?
For
Yeah.
the do's, for the don'ts, essentially don't antagonize him. Don't, because he's got a little bit more sway than most Inklet devils, and he can have some devils harass you to make a contract with them if you piss him off for any reason. Do's, and also let's see here, what else? Let's see here. Let's see. Yes, don't get too close to him, otherwise he'll mark you. Essentially allowing any archdevil to essentially be able to track you down a lot easier. Or any devil in general to track you down a lot easier.
Fair enough.
Unless, though, if you serve a devil, in the form of like either being a warlock, cleric, or paladin of a devil of some sort, they will have advantage on finding you. So
I mean,
there
it
are
makes
some
sense there.
benefits.
Used to make a contract for other demons and devils or whatnot. That devils more
In
specifically.
terms of dues, if you have an interest in terms of don'ts, if you're a bibliophile or a bookworm, don't accept anything that he has to offer. It always comes at a price, and they usually have very good notes, ledgers, records, and accounts. Some things are usually forgotten in history, especially this one. He's been around for a while, so yeah. But
noted.
do not, but in terms of dues, he's a coward, much like any other ink devil. So if push comes to shove, he can be intimidated.
Alright.
Let's see here, what else? He also, but because he's a bit of a coward, he's also a bit big. He's also a bit big-headed. So appeasing to his ego is a possibility. So not recommended. It is a possibility. Yeah.
That'd probably be my call since I have a solid 15.
An intimidation?
Yes.
Good.
Alright, so
Intimidate the shit out of him. See what happens.
Shit, I thought I had a big intimidation.
alright, so we go to where you to find the Ink Demon.
Alright, he's in appears to be a small scrolls and magic
devil.
item shop. Yeah, he appears to be in some sort of scroll and magic item shop called Contracts. Let's see here. contracts and pacts. Where the main selling point of this store is where you can actually purchase a pact with a devil on demand based off of your own personal needs.
You're a patron in you.
Patrons are us, so to speak, but specifically for devils.
Do they offer anything other than just patron contracts?
They also offer fiend magic scrolls as well.
Ooh.
Good to know.
Any
Alright,
actual magic items? Because I might come back to the shop myself.
Possibly.
That, and I also kind of want to grab his card as, let's face it, something like that with the iridescent knights would be quite valuable, would it not?
Yes, and assuming he can probably plane shift, he could probably be even more valuable. And he probably would appreciate it as well.
Sean's gonna exhibit a lot of restraint because he is a big little file.
Yeah, and he can hit, and if he offers you anything, don't, aside from, contact card or what have you.
That or change.
Yeah. Or change, obviously. Then, you'll always come with a price.
And not accepting books or scrolls or
yeah, so
that type of
so-
written knowledge.
I jokingly say, what do you have for sale?
I see those group of people.
Can you speak up, Auntie?
Oh, he says, I see Hero Balls finally sent his some people over to talk to me about what I've
Hey,
done
we
here."
prefer lackeys.
What is wrong with you?
People lackeys.
Several things. Do you want the long list or the short list?
Heroes, lackeys, people, it doesn't matter to me. Could take care of that business shortly. I got plenty of things I might find interesting. But for the time being, I'm sure you're here mostly to get the weird nitty gritty about those weird fleshy things, yeah?
Indeed, and also I kind of want to know if you can plane shift.
Yes, I can. I'm one of the few ink devils of my lowly rank who can actually do that. Yes. As he says, he's like constantly smiling, mind you.
He actually looks over to his companion. Sorry, something to this for my group. Like a devil like this to my group of people is super invaluable.
Oh, you're so sweet. But you're not just here to butter me up. I take it.
Oh fuck no, we are here on business.
How can I?
Sake of brevity, explain what we managed to find about the psychopods and the other creatures, the named ones that we did
They
along
call
with.
themselves the Sakil, you say?
Yeah.
You know, it so happens I have a book that references them. As he sort of flicks his hand, you see it's almost like a broken glass, spectral hand appear behind him and start running their fingers across the spines of these books. Thousands.
How much?
Oh no. This I'm not selling at all. This is for my own personal library. But I can share with you references. Let's see here. He doesn't even look as he's doing this. Right. Nope. There we go. As he pulls down this small journal of sorts, very clearly handmade, and kind of very old. Pulls out what appears to be a black silk glove, and begins to, very carefully, as if this thing could just break apart at any minute, carefully opens up the journal. I got this from a certain child. This is family heirloom. When I say child, I don't mean literally a child. I do mean He sort of gestures towards you, Alistair, and to Moose. You kind of like.
Alistair just shrugs like, no, like he's probably had his fair share of demons, like contact
Devils,
of them calling him a child.
More, less like insultingly, but kind of like how to put this. With a very with a bloodline connection with you not aging like them, they kind of view you as children, not in an offensive way, just more like you won't live that long, so you'll die as a child and you'll live as a child.
Considering Alistair's line kind of harkens all the way to what's like the war demon lord. Zariel.
Yeah. He'll sort of flip through. Over here, he mentions a little contact with some of these. They appear to be able to make contracts like fiend paths. I'm sure that probably isn't that useful considering what you found. But there's something else here. That's concerning. One of them called Pakolchai, or whatever those things are capable of, how do I put this? Being undetectable by divination or magical means. Kind of makes sense why no devil has been able to, or none of the investigators have been able to find them. They probably have one of these Pakalchi with them. Or more, who knows. With that name, Rahamid, roll a religion check. Normally this time, because all you have to go by is the name.
23.
Yeah. So this is a bit easier for you. You actually managed. As you think about it, yeah, you've heard of the Pakalchi. They're sadistic. They play off of the fear of pain, which is by far the most common sort of fear, especially amongst children. This is what they generally look like. They're capable of dominating and controlling the minds of people. Much like any other Sakil, they're immune to anything that would instantaneously kill them. I.e., disintegrate, power word kill, and things like that. They also are capable of actually manipulating people, calming people down through magical means, and charming them through those means to work for them. And much like you mentioned, they can actually hide their presence of themselves and other Sakil or any other creature that they like at will. Essentially, they can cast non-detection at will, which probably explains why they've been able to hide so effectively. They're also capable of teleporting in and out of trouble whenever they want at will. But only themselves, so pinning them down will be difficult.
Okay, Rahamid will make mention this.
They'll certainly be rewarding.
Yeah, Rahamid will mention this to the group without revealing what he knows.
Yeah, that's nice. That's good to know. You should probably know that they probably don't want to spend too much time around. Don't stay too close. They may try to scare you into next week. Also, he sort of, as he flips the pages, they have a little nasty little poison that can actually affect your sense of self. Essentially, they can deal damage to your charisma.
Oh, wait, they secrete a poison that does that?
Yep.
Rosewinter perks up immediately at that. Like, oh, you don't say.
Well, that's what this is. This is a first-hand account of one of them somebody surviving an encounter, a torture session with them. It's nice. It's very pleasant. I'll keep it for myself, though. No selling this one. It's mine. Nothing personal. Just, I like this one. If you want,
Wait, yeah.
if you want to make an insight check on him, I'm not gonna stop you.
So he actually
Uh,
has bought a jar of this poison.
He has a first-hand account of a torture session with a
Oh.
culture. He does not have any poison regarding them.
that is a 25.
Yeah, 25 from Ashana. I'd say for Alistair you'd have advantage because he's laying his guard down around you in particular. And all right, so
Let's see. Insight.
yep, insight.
19.
Jesus Christ. All right, so Captain Rosewinter is a fucking enigma. You can't even read him. Alistair, Ashana, and Rahamid. All three of you can tell, yeah, this guy's a bit of a sick bastard. He enjoys accounts. He enjoys seeing other people in pain. Kind of consistent with the devil. But a little bit more so with him. Like, it's kind of a bit of a vice. He actually, can't get enough of it. That might be something you could use to your advantage in the future, but for now, it might be something you could use now, but that's something all three of you learn. He's a sadist. Or, sadist. Yeah, he's a sadist.
He's a sadist, but he knows when to not be a sadist.
Yeah, he has some restraint. He might enjoy a bit too much, though. So, yeah.
Thank you for the information, and if you wish to make some business, please contact. He gives the normal guards, like the normal information. I'm sure that the Iridescent Knights would love to do business with you.
Oh, I've never heard of you people before. Where are you from?
Oh yeah, we're from a different plane, but keep it under your
A
hat.
different. Of course, I'm gonna keep it under my hat. That's that's very, very tantalizing. I'll keep this little pocket secret, a little secret here. But of course, I hope you understand. If you wish to send any of your brothers and sisters in knighthood over to this end of the world, of this reality, don't be afraid to. I do love some guests.
Oh, you know I will. Like anyone who can create warlocks or create deals with warlocks with other devils is most valuable. And I think we would have a lovely business dealings together.
That being said, what else would you like to know regarding any of these dusty little bastards?
Okay, what's that noise coming through?
Master, we're getting some.
That's Duke.
Yeah, Master, we're getting some ambiance. We're getting some sound, background noise from your end.
It's slight. It's not like
Very
big. It's
slight.
like every now and then it's popping.
That it's like it's causing me to go like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it is slightly distracting.
But he asks if there's anything else you'd like to know, or if you want to move on to monetary business.
There's nothing else in mind that I could ask him about what he knows. Besides, like, if he found any sort of pattern of attack or.
The only thing I can think of is he mentioned that one of them has a poison, but does any others have some sort of cheap attacks or some sort of basically poisons or anything that would be cheap that they'd have to their advantage?
Oh, poisons. Surprisingly enough, because that also includes other sort of Sakil, or maybe some other fiend we've been dealings with. They they're the only kinds of Sakil that use poison.
Auntie, we cannot hear you.
Oh, they're the only kind, aside from some other, I'm guessing probably some sort of devils or demons. They appear to be the only kind, the Pakalchi appear to be the only kind of Sakil that deal in poison on their enemies. I don't recommend trying to barter with them. They'll probably ask for your soul in exchange for such knowledge, or a favor that will end up biting you in the ass. Not like me at all.
I just raise an eyebrow at that, like, sure.
Alright, so.
In terms of plans of attack, he sort of thinks for a moment. You know, they've been getting awfully chummy around the civilian ward. Not so much so to the point where I've actually had to make a discount or decide to set up a discount for any pacts or dealings for some of the civilians there.
That's not exactly something you like doing, I'm guessing.
Oh, well, I mean, it gets more customers. Generally, I'm always in the green. I'm always in the good green with this sort of stuff. So I don't mind so much with the increased revenue. It always pays off. It always pays it for itself. Now, is there anything else you'd like to know, or would you like to deal with more monetary business?
I do believe that was it for the questions, because I got nothing else in mind. You guys?
I can't now.
Okay. So.
It's well
I
said.
actually want to know what kind of books he has.
Yes. I want.
Oh, yes, continue.
Oh, I just want to know. I was agreeing, like, I want to purchase.
See what he has for wares, essentially.
Yeah. If you're only gonna do that, I'll be taking a look at what I've got because I need to do some preparations here.
Honestly, I don't think there's nothing I can buy for 50 apples.
Well, he actually deals in coinage. Because
same goes for
you're not the only quote-unquote outsiders he's had dealings with.
Well, in total, counting my platinum, I only have like 93 gold, so.
Don't worry, I got you covered.
Okay.
Yeah, you got allies, you got friends.
Okay. Alright.
This is you have allies, dude.
Okay, so does he sell spell scrolls to, like, involving anything rituals?
Oh, do I have rituals? Do I have any rituals? Maybe. Depends on anything in particular you're looking for, or do you want to leave that up to me?
Above game, let me... Because I think there was a ritual I was looking at and I thought it'd be useful if I grab it. No one else has it. I believe some area has Identify.
Yeah, Identify.
Yeah, so that's not needed. Base Sense is kind of redundant for me.
Oh, you look like you're practicing pack magic, right?
I'm a warlock, yes.
Oh, I just wondering because men like you often have a bit of a problem with people trying to push you around, right? He pulls out a small scroll and lets you read it.
Sure, I'll take. I'll look at it.
The spell inscribed is called Demon Within. Just so he can push them back.
Demon Within. Yeah, I gotta see if this is on the compendium so I can take a look at the spell.
It is in the compendium, yeah.
Yeah.
And for you,
It's actually something I wouldn't mind getting.
yeah, you can actually use it in Pokemon.
Just one
Sort of looks to you as Shaman, the priestess. I don't usually deal with your kind a lot, but I've always loved a good challenge. Something you might like. Maybe not that. Sort of, as you see a mage hand begin to like flip through like scrolls and books. Maybe this. You know, Lily, let's leave these up to you. As he sets down 3 scrolls, and I'll write them down.
I was thinking about taking up the silence because that's ritual. It's very good for sneaking missions.
Oh! Oh, hey, that thing I think I might be able to do. Let me check. Yeah, that thing I can totally do.
What thing?
You mentioned silence.
Yeah.
I can cast that with the Tacticus Arcanum. Yeah. I think it costs like I think it's the only one I've got. I think it's the only actual spell I've got that takes 2 charges of it.
What's the take and the other potions?
3 clerical. He pulls out 3 clerical scrolls, each one a bit more disturbing than the last. Essentially 4 spells that you could probably learn, or cast them whenever you want. Mammon's Avarice, Cloak of Fiendish Menace, Nest of Infernal Vipers, and Wave of Corruption.
Oh, they do.
Sorry, in terms of cantrips for you, right here.
Well, my main thing is... Actually, wait. Wait, no, that's right.
I'm sorry, what?
Ooh. Yeah. So, the thing I'm most scared about is just getting fucking nabbed.
Good, he's selling all these, so it's for monetary things. So
There's a
a
greater animate dead?
I mean,
Yeah,
but even still, the thing that Xeris is gonna have the most trouble with is probably if he gets grabbed, because if he can't break out with his fucking mystical physicality, then
I can provide you some spell scrolls. Plain shift, but it would be a bit more on the pricey side. I do accept coins.
oh, there we go.
Hmm.
For some reason, it wasn't showing me just rituals, showing me every
Just
spell.
a fair warning, though. It's gonna be this unpleasant trip. Shift.
well, I mean, to be fair, it is still better than just dying. So,
Don't worry. From what I'm reading, they offer fates worse than death.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. I just remembered something.
What?
I believe I still have that skeleton key, yeah?
Yes, you do.
Oh shit! That's right. That's a free I mean,
Well,
it's a quote-unquote free, yeah. It's an, and I'm using heavy fucking air quotations here, a free way of, actually casting Plane Shift. I mean, yeah, he'd take the long-term madness, but
Yeah.
it's better than fucking dying.
And it's with 100% accuracy as well. You can specify towards like a single creature as well.
Yeah.
Actually, I have this little thing you might like, priestess or priestess sorceress woman. I can smell the blood off of you. I think you might find this one a bit more appetizing.
Yes.
As he pulls out, let's see here, a scroll here. Chains of Perdition. Something many of your ilk can appreciate. It's actually also available to Warlock, so
Yeah.
Seeing as though I'm not a spellcaster, I'm not really interested in spells. I will ask, do you have any knowledge tomes or anything for a non-spellcast?
Oh, that's a challenge. I love challenges. Oh, I might have something interesting for you, ma'am. As he pulls out a small tome and sets it down. Let's see here. This book. I notice you're having a bit of difficulty. I can tell. You're not the person who normally speaks Infernal. You're not of this plane, of this world. How about this? This book will force the knowledge of the Infernal language into your mind. There may be some side effects, but it's guaranteed.
What sort of side effects?
Oh, tasting agony, smelling sin, but it'll only last a few days, at most, and at least a few minutes.
How much? For what are you looking for?
I'm not gonna ask for your soul, not that stereotypical of a devil, but I can arrange for a measly. What currency do you use? Do you use the apples of the locals, or do you use coinage?
I have both.
But which do you prefer?
I have a lot more coins. A lot more.
You use the gold, silver, copper, electrum, and platinum system?
She nods her head.
Ooh, this makes things a lot easier. I actually like that. I've been missing that for a while with some customers. Again, it's not the first time I've had to keep certain dealings secret. I hope you understand. That's why I was so willing to accept that knight's proposal. But I'd say roughly around 2,000 gold pieces. It'll take about 8 hours for you to read it, and, well, I don't recommend doing it in the middle of the night. It'll keep you all too active.
I'll put down the 200 platinum.
Ooh, you like to spoil me, don't you, little one? As she hands you the book. Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh, I fully expected it.
It's not cursed. Alright, so you feel as the book tries to sap something from you, but you manage to shake it off. Oh, careful, that one's a little bit more prickly. I used the hide of a very, very infamous demon to bind that one in particular. And used his last breath before I banished him back into the pits of the demonic pits. Before, and it was no that less potent. It was very, very potent. How
She
tall are you
not.
purchase?
Quite.
Are you interested in any other non-spell objects, perhaps? Or the magical item variety?
Magical items, knowledge of poisons, toxins, venoms, what have you. I am
Oh,
I I am a practicing poisoner.
oh, I do like poison myself. They're very tasty. Like to spice up a few meals. So just make them spicy. 'Cause it gets boring after a while.
I'll be
you
right
know.
back.
Okay. Okay. Also, sorry about the voice. He's trying to do a very slimy character.
It feels like he wants to sell me a loan at 200% interest.
I mean, he's being. I mean, that would be very generous of him if he were to do that.
200% interest on a loan is generous.
For him, yeah. Only be 300%.
He feels like a banker.
Let's see here. He pulls out this simple needle. This little thing will it'll leave a little tattoo that'll make you a little bit more well, how do I put this without making it seem too weird?
I'm back.
Welcome back. Let's see here. What the hell was he gonna offer? Here it is. How do I put this? You like punching people. You really like punching people.
Zeus leans in. I'm listening.
You like the feeling of their bones crunch against your knuckles. There's their muscles and flesh. Their muscles and flesh warp as you land in impacts. Well, this little needle will grant a little tattoo on your arm. It'll augment your blows to be a lot more potent. Additionally, if you could empower the tattoo to well, how do I put this? Stretch your arms like inky tentacles. Essentially, just make it simple, because I'm starting to feel a bit slimy doing this voice.
Yeah.
Essentially, as a bonus action, it'll increase. Let's see here. While having the tattoo on your arm, your unarmed strikes are considered magical for the purposes of overcoming immunity and resistance to non-magical attacks, and you gain a +1 to attack and damage rolls with unarmed strikes. And additionally, if you use your bonus action as a bonus action, you can empower the tattoo for 1 minute. And for the duration, your melee attacks with a weapon or an unarmed strike can reach up to 15 feet away from you, as inky tendrils launch towards the target. In addition, your melee attacks deal an additional 1d6 force damage on a hit. Once you use this ability, it cannot be used again until the next dawn. So, not long rest.
Oh, God!
It is an Eldritch Claw tattoo. He has one on.
Oh. How much?
How much?
Ooh, for something like this, I can see that you really want it. I don't know if it's in your price range, but I'm gonna offer it to you anyways. Here.
Alistair just smiles and puts down a large bag of money.
Jeez. So
Nice.
this Eldritch Claw ability, what the spell's called again?
It's called an Eldritch Claw tattoo. It's a magic item they could also find in the Roll20 compendium.
Oh, so what is it? Specific details? Like what are the requirements?
The requirements is that, well, it is an attunement item, and it is a tattoo.
Okay.
Oh, God, that's gonna hurt.
It'll take up your arm slot for both arm slots for your tattoos. So
Okay. So it
You
does
better
take
not
on
have
to the
anything
slot. Oh, but what are the benefits if it does take up to the slot?
+1 to unarmed attack and damage rolls with +1 to attack and damage rolls with unarmed strikes, and as a bonus action, like I mentioned, You can increase your melee attacks with a weapon or unarmed strikes to 15 feet away from you, and deal an additional 1d6 force damage on a hit. Though once you use this ability, after 1 minute, you cannot do so again until the next dawn.
Okay.
Okay, let's see here. So, remind me. I'm guessing it's just fucking the attunement slots from what you've already got, yeah?
Yeah, that's from what you already have.
Alright, yeah, then in that case.
So, yeah, and the exact pricing for this is 1,500 gold pieces.
Oh, that's
Cool.
not bad.
It's still expensive though, but yeah, no
Yeah,
expensive
I
for you
get-
guys.
I can
Yeah,
actually
Plays
just
it
about
in-
afford that.
So-
pays it in platinum.
Yeah, so tattoos, do they have, say, like a Blood Fury tattoo?
Yeah.
Blood Fury. I see you too like to go dabble in the forbidden
I mean,
arts. No. That's specifically for Hero Ball. Only he gets the really good stuff.
the only reason why I'd have a reason to switch out attunement slot for something that I already have attunement to, because I'm at max attunement slots, is that if somehow I could make Eldritch Blast even more deadlier.
Yeah, fair.
Like Muhammad literally said as I was like, I'm already at max attunements. Unless you got something for Eldritch Blast, I'm not interested.
Maybe not for
Okay,
Eldritch
well-
Blast, but might have something. Though, let me take care of your friend's business first.
Yeah.
What sort of magical tattoos do you offer? I am very interested in tattoos that are magical.
I have some tattoos that store spells. I have some tattoos that allow you to pass yourself off as someone else. I have some tattoos that allow you to. How do I put this? Blend into the shadows a bit more easily.
What level is the spell rock tattoo?
At most, highest spell tattoos he sells are 4 third-level spells.
Okay.
He does have Fireball as an option. One of them.
Ooh.
But it is a foot tattoo, so it'll be a bit more painful.
I mean,
Ooh, that's painful.
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's a
But
Fireball.
It's one and done.
Yeah, it's
I'm not-
one and done.
Which is kind of dumb. But it's
No, it makes
whatever.
sense.
What else did he say?
He has some tattoos that'll allow you to bend the shadows too, and blend into the shadows. And let's see here, actually. Let's see here. Actually, yeah. Bend the shadows around you a bit more easily and allow you to see through shadows a bit better. As well as use the shadows to protect you a bit.
I know that one, the Shadowfell brand.
Yeah.
Did you say you had one that disguises you?
Yes, but how do I put this? It'll cover up your entire face. It's one of those face tattoos. It's not for everyone.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's what's called a masquerade tattoo. It's also it's not a one and done thing though. You get what you pay for. But it's in no way any less tasteless for some people. You can you can change the color though to whatever you like, but if you don't care about it, then it's probably your best friend, right?
Oh, you can move it to any area of your skin.
Nope. Oh, wait. Does it say that? Oh, yeah.
As a bonus
This
action,
one-
you can shape it.
Yeah.
You can shape the tattoo in any color pattern and move it to any area of your skin.
Ooh, I can think of things Alistair could do with that.
Yeah, if so, I'll definitely spend coin on that if it if it follows that rule.
You sure?
As long as long as it can be moved moved as a bonus action.
Moved is this one's somewhat defective. It stays where it is, unfortunately, but you can still disguise yourself.
So it goes on the face and it stays on.
Auntie, this is from me and Yang. Would I be able to accept the spell scrolls in lieu of Exana?
Oh yeah, you can buy them on behalf of each other. Yeah, that's fine.
How much are they?
Let's see. Here depends on which ones you're looking at.
Yeah,
Yang, which ones are you looking at?
Is the chains of perdition?
Spell scrolls you can actually learn from if they're not they are in your spells, but essentially, yeah, you can essentially learn these new spells and you can switch out one of your current sorcerer or warlock or wizard spells. But let's see here. That one will run you down 200 gold pieces for the scroll.
Alright, pay for it in platinum.
Alright. Mark it off your character sheet. And you already purchased the tattoo, yes, for the Eldritch Claw.
Yes, and I'm also going for the masquerade tattoos.
Okay, that one will actually is just a flat 20 gold pieces because it's defective. Yeah, you don't actually move anywhere else.
It goes on the face and stays on the face.
Yeah, it stays on the face. Like some people don't actually care, but you can change like its appearance. You can make it. You can change its design and things like that, and color. But
yeah. How much for a not? Do you have a non-defective one?
Unfortunately, no. They will usually always bought up by Hero Balls as spies. So yeah, no. Sorry.
Actually, you can't change its location, but can you change the size of the tattoo?
Kind of. There's like a minimum thing where, how to put this? Have you ever seen those like weird tribal tattoos that sort of go around your orbital eye socket? Kind of.
Yes.
Yeah. Other character. Kind of like the. Oh God, what's his name again? Boxer. He has his own show on Adult Swim.
Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, like kind of like Muhammad Ali's like eye tattoo or around the eye tattoo.
Oh, Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
Mike Tyson. Yeah,
Mike Tyson.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike Tyson.
Understand, but yeah.
I was thinking of if it was as small as a copper piece. I was thinking of something as small as like a teardrop tattoo, or that intricate piece of art, like it said. So
yeah, it's literally like 20 gold, not 20 gold pieces, like 20 silver for the defective one.
I can't if I can't change.
Okay. Quick question: did everyone I bought everything for? Did you put it on your sheet?
I was sitting here looking through a list of spell scrolls to see how much it would, the spells I could add. But I was just reading Path to the Skull. I should have been adding more rituals because I should have been able to get at least half my warlock level in ritual spells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, does anyone here not?
Oh, sorry.
Does anyone here not have the mental block?
Oh, yeah, that's just in case there's something Rahamid is afraid of or something that can get into that mind.
Same with Moose.
Yeah, so does he have anything to block the mind or at least protect it?
Actually, he holds up the ring of psychic resistance. Do you think you'd be able to copy this?
That won't block out.
It's specifically mind shielding,
Yeah, it's mind shielding.
which Zaris has one, so he could get his copied.
I could, but I'd end up breaking the piece. I gotta kind of really fiddle with it, a bit. How do I put this? I'm a bit clumsy. So yeah.
And
But
Sean
in
does
terms
have
of,
psychic resistance, but she trained her mind, so
yeah.
a little hard to get in there.
I mean, everyone that isn't already automatically succeed on the check, you would have advantage.
I can make little wards, disposable thing.
Little
I will
runes.
say though that likely case scenario, if you get close to one of those little nasty little bastards, it'll start decaying and burning a bit quicker. Because they're actively trying to constantly just penetrate your mind and just get all those little gushy good stuff.
Mhm.
But that's just, that's just life. That's just facts.
Above game. Essentially, what I say is that if we're wearing the rings, we're still gonna probably end up taking the damage of them trying to project.
Oh,
project
no, you won't. Essentially, you'll still be affected by things like psychic damage. But, much unlike Ring of Mind Shielding is like a solid permanent once you're attuned to it. You don't have to worry about anybody trying to peer into your mind. But with his essentially disposable mind wards, essentially they'll last a day, but they'll start decaying a lot faster once you're in the presence of them. They'll actually start burning.
Okay. Does he have any spells? I can only take rituals involved in those kind of things, and I don't think there is.
Okay. So, I will purchase the Shadowfell brand tattoo. How much?
For the Shadowfell brand. That's a good question. Mostly because I was not expecting you to buy it. Though, looking at you, makes sense. I mean, no offense, just, you look like the shady type. About 300k gold.
I'll drop down 300 more platinum.
It's 300k gold.
Yeah.
Okay, so
no, 300. Okay, so are you saying 300, comma 00?
300,000 gold pieces.
300,000.
That's all. Yeah.
So. I think that's more than anyone in our group combined.
Yeah, I don't have.
This one has been modified to also give you. Oh, this one gives you dark vision and advantage on dexterity on stealth checks as well.
But still,
which is really good.
So I have 2,000 left. Would that be enough?
I put it into Friday group chat. That's how much he's saying, right?
Yeah, that's not enough. Yeah, 2,000 is not enough.
So, did you say 3 gold or
gold pieces? Yeah.
So what I put in Friday chat, essentially, right?
Keep in mind, because Alistair, yes. Keep in mind though, because Alistair has essentially struck a deal with him, you can contact him later and purchase it.
So, okay.
And technically, I'm also helping him out, so I should be able to get a little bit of a
discount.
That is with the discount. It's a very expensive, very potent sort of tattoo.
Yeah.
So that's why it's so expensive. Additionally, he has modified it a bit, so that way, with the shadowy defense ability that it grants you, you can move up to your full movement in any direction without provoking an attack of opportunity, making it raising the rarity from rare to very rare.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's very expensive for a very rare.
Yeah.
I am very sorry, my friends.
It's 300k. You not like I at most I have
You're,
I
you're not
have
going
45.
to. You're not going to witch hunt me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
no.
all right. So
I'm
so with that down to shoot.
okay. I'm gonna take a long shot here. Does he have any knowledge of Elder Runes?
Elder runes.
Yeah. While you're doing that, I'm just gonna add in the spells that I should have been adding all along because, like I said, I had the skull. I forgot about that fucking part.
Yes.
But I will ask him if he has any warlock spells that I could possibly taste to ones that I know that could protect mind or anything of the sort with fear.
Things to protect the mind. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, come on now. Gosh darn it. Sorry, roll 20 is being a bit of a pain.
Yeah.
So no.
You're fine, bud.
Let's see. I do have something you might find interesting. Maybe not a ritual per se, but it could be useful to you.
Oh.
It's a little thing that's not really all that used all that often because we don't have a lot of people. It's mental effects. Let's see here. Here it is. The spell is called Intellect Fortress.
Intellect Fortress.
It is a verbal. It is a third level spell. Takes an action to cast. Range is 30 feet, and its only components are verbal. Duration. It does require concentration, but it lasts an hour. And for the duration, you or one willing creature you can see within range has resistance to psychic damage, as well as advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws. And when you upcast it, you can target an additional creature.
And it would automatically upcast for 5th for me, so that actually works out really good.
In this case, what he's offering is essentially a ward that will essentially. Well, it also allow you to cast the spell, but will allow you to extend the spell slot as if you actually have it prepared, and will also protect and also make your mind ineligible from reading of any kind.
Yeah, Intellectual Fortress would be good to place.
Intellect Fortress, yeah. That's what the. Well, here it is.
Yeah, I found the spell. I'm throwing it in there now.
It'll allow you to cast Intellect Fortress as if you haven't prepared, so it will still consume a spell slot, and it'll also essentially make your mind incapable of being read.
Yeah, I'd replace Shatter for that, essentially.
You don't have to. If you have this item attuned, it just counts as if you have it already prepared.
Ah,
it will not count
it's an
against
attune. Oh, so alright, clarification because I'm.
to have it, has it prepared.
Hold on.
Sorry.
Let me explain let me get the grasp understanding, see if I actually understood it. So he's offering an item that has the spell in it, and it would count as me having the spell, but I would take it off an attunement slot.
And it will not count as a spell. It will not count against your total number of spells known as well.
That's the problem. I'm out of attunement slots. I would have.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm.
It'll also make your mind essentially as if it'll sort of like the ring of mind shielding. It'll function as that as well.
I mean, if taking an item will teach me the spells so I can switch out during a long rest, I mean, like.
You could just buy this. He does offer being able to just buy the spell scroll, like.
Yeah, because I wasn't aware of the spell beforehand. If I can just buy it to learn it myself, essentially.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to. You already have it. It's something you can learn because it's
Oh
magical.
yeah. Okay. So then, if he makes mention of
It
that, now I'm
doubles.
aware of
Yeah,
it. I can.
it's a very rare magical item.
Yeah, I
That
figured.
allows that functions as both a ring of mind shielding and allows you to have that prepared without getting against your total number of spells known.
Do
Yeah,
I'll look at him and be like, do I even want to know the price of that ring?
it's actually a little bit
Persona can help you
cheaper,
with
and
it.
not a lot of people care much about this sort of thing. Well, except for the spies, but even they don't really have need of it because they have innate ability to do this. It'll run you down a solid maybe 1,000 gold pieces.
1,000 gold pieces.
And 5 silver. I do need the extra silver to make up for certain aspects of it, and I can be impaired for the death of it. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll look at Alistair and ask if he can buy the ring for me.
How much is it?
1,005 like 1,000 gold and 5 silver.
Yeah.
All right, and you're
Alright.
also gonna have to give me the name of the ring, because my
He tosses it down. He tosses it down in platinum, but also hands over the 9. I don't have platinum. Fuck.
It's silver.
I don't have silver. Sorry.
you literally hand over an extra gold piece and you get back change.
Yeah, he'll give you change.
Yeah.
If I had good money, would that still count towards it, or?
Sorry?
No, it's because yeah, giving money and technically not accepting, I'm just helping them.
Yeah, it's monetary exchange. You don't have to worry about the
Yeah.
wording when it comes to this sort of thing.
Yeah, then yeah, I have that, so I'll just give the platinum and the silver.
Plus, if you just want to drop, because you work for Hero Ball, if you just want to drop in and read something from his thing, it's a silver per hour. He does still
makes sense.
charge for anyone looking into his archives, so yeah.
I'd be interested in that too. What was you going to say about the elder runes?
As it turns out, I forgot that
Yeah.
my undying patron gives me silence. So I was like, oh, I already have this. Talent. It's your talent.
Yeah, the master rune. That's what it's called.
Oh yeah. But yeah, now
Yeah, so I can help Rahamid pay for that.
I got all 3 of these spells definitely added in. It's a lot.
Yeah.
I found at least 3 good spells out of it. So. But all right, can you give me the name of the ring so I can?
Yes,
that in
I'm
there.
currently doing that right now.
Yeah, just. I'm probably also gonna need the property so I don't forget them.
Yeah, I'm putting it in here.
With this bit of shopping done, we
I'm waiting for Auntie. The master rune
Oh, okay.
that he never got back to me on the any knowledge on advanced poisons.
Yeah, there we go. I sent it to you, Alex?
Okay, Ring of Stalker. Okay,
Ring of the Stalker.
add that in there. On with.
In terms of Elder Runes, he does have some. Though it's not for the faint of mind.
He actually has a master rune.
Yes, he does. But again, it's not for the faint of mind. Essentially, it might permanently increase your dread minimum from 0 to something else if you fail such a series of checks.
I mean, I want to go down the path of the arcane scribe.
Alright, well, to be even able to enter my abode and learn these things, it's a 500 gold piece fee. He has sort of like a weird thing where he kind of like inhales, but his lips kind of clap like a.
Yeah.
Where he kind of licks his lips or smacks his lips a bit while he's breathing.
I gotta say, yeah.
It's creepy.
I'll put down the five. I'm using actual gold, 500 gold piece.
All right.
I have to unequip the cloak of protection and attune the ring of stalker.
And it's only for you to go in, Captain Rosewinter, not your cohort.
Okay.
Gain the
would I,
benefits of advantage on the dread save for this.
if I purchase a ticket for her, would she be able to go in too?
It's not to pay for her as well. Yes, but yes, it's just an extra cost.
Oh well, why wouldn't I? I'll plop down this time 50 platinum.
Okay, sounds you. All right, well, it's both of you and your cohort to go in.
I gotta say this, I am interesting because Rahama could become a magical item while wearing this thing if he dies.
Hey guys, I'm gonna call it a night because it's getting late for me.
It's fine. Take it easy, mate.
And I need to eat food.
All right.
Yeah.
Eat. Go ahead. Eat.
Have a good day.
Have a good one. I'll still keep you guys on.
Yeah.
Okay. Take it easy, mate.
So yeah.
See?
See ya.
Yeah.
And
I'll shortly too.
I'll still be putting in my 2 cents. Don't worry.
All right.
I'm just closing down the
The roll 20.
roll 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna finish up shortly either way. So.
Yeah. We did a lot of interviews. I was hoping we get to at least.
This is the shopping session.
Well, I wasn't expecting it to turn into shopping. I was like, this is what I mean by like we.
I was afraid. I think it was a good call for you to decide to leave the Ink Devil for last because he was the shopkeep.
Yeah.
And that is often the most difficult difficult conversation with the shopkeep.
Yeah.
Because you want to buy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like again,
we
it's
have
like,
we have so much money to burn.
well, you guys do.
Yeah. I mean, I do, but it's like, I only got like one. I couldn't even buy things because of the thing.
Yeah, it's also,
yeah.
it's also another thing of like, I don't want to get more items because I'm already at max attunement slots. Unless I get like an extra Eldritch invocation, that's not gonna change.
Yeah.
I mean, but that invocation gives you 6 attunements.
That's what I mean. Unless I get an extra invocation, there's no way I'm gonna get extra attunement slots.
You know what? You say that, but I'm also at max attunement.
True.
Yeah, I'm at max attunement.
But then again, it's more fucking punch damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The only reason why I wanted to get this ring is because I was like, yeah, the cloak of protection would be kind of pointless if I just, fail any sort of save with all of these things. Solid thing is probably also buy or moose this ring too.
All right. That'll be an additional 1,000 gold pieces, which you'll appreciate.
Yeah. Because I was like just realizing, I'm like, oh yeah, we gotta get moose one of these rings too.
That's assuming you want to bring her along for this, because it is a bit dangerous.
Because I do know the
And she might get the wrong idea if you catch my hint.
Rahama doesn't care about like, here, take this ring. Wait, what? You're proposing me? It's like, sure, why not?
Yeah, totally.
What was that?
Let's make her make a wisdom.
What was that, Auntie?
Nothing.
You got really quiet.
God damn it!
Yeah, so Shauna has a spell, so she's like,
apparently, Rahamid is just up front proposing, or Moose thinks that Rahamid is just proposing now. Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh shit.
double
Oh
wedding.
shit. Can she keep calm? With disadvantage. Let's see here. Let's make this private as well.
Alistair, I think we have a double wedding.
Barely, and let's see if she knows that you're like not. Okay, yeah, sure. You're just, if you're just literally just giving her a ring. Okay, yeah, she knows that you're literally just giving her a ring. That would have been entertaining, but no.
Damn it!
I mean,
Me
that
and
would have also
Alistair-
been entertaining, but Rahman would have just been like gone with it and be like, it's like, I'm not against this.
It's like a Shauna and Alistair and just get a bigger venue and then double wedding.
Yeah, I like to think of it as a ramen. Like she asked him, and then he's just like, "Well, I'm not gonna say no."
I'm not saying no,
But it wasn't an offer, so okay. Yeah. Anyways, well, she's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's paying for the ring? For another stalker ring?
How much?
Alistair. Yeah, how much?
I paid for it.
Another
Yeah,
1,000
yeah,
and
Okay,
five
it's
silver.
It's a 1,000.
Yeah, I
Well,
paid
1,000
it.
GP
Don't
and that's
worry.
5 silver.
Yeah, and it's
I paid it.
Sean already paid for it, so she's good.
Such an
Yeah.
odd pricing. It's 1,000 gold
Pay
and
off
5 silver.
Yeah, he needs the silver for personal use.
You would think he needs copper.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the master rune, which one does he offer?
Let's see here. What rune would you like? Because essentially this rune is wild rune. It's warp and shape. So kind of distorting the mental faculties of those around them unless you're strong enough to mentally resist it.
Ooh, that's a good question. The cult rune.
Which, by the way, it's the UA rune master
Yes. That's what I'm looking at.
or rune scribe. Sorry, rune scribe. Okay.
Yeah. Excuse me. I'm thinking the cult rune, which is the ice rune.
Shard of cult rune.
Yeah. But there's a couple of other. Hold on. I got.
There's also Vind, Stein, and Ild.
Yeah, and there's a couple of extra pages. Ooh, remnant of the Dog rune.
You ping it to me or send it to me.
Yes.
First and foremost, I need you to make the wisdom save.
Yes. Normally or with advantage?
Advantage because you have your cohort with you. Which she's not looking at exactly what you're looking at, but she's there with you physically. Alright.
Ooh.
Let's see here. What was the save for? I don't know why I was writing it this way. What the hell is wrong with me? Okay, you barely succeed. 15 was
But I
bare
succeeded
minimum what you
nonetheless.
needed. So, so let's see here. First things first, you pull the thing here. So your dread minimum is not permanently increased to 1. It is still 0. That is still your minimum.
Neat.
You lucky bastard.
Hmm.
How dare you? How dare you? Just okay. Well, it's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
Personally, I hope. Yeah. So you managed to resist it with knowing that your friend is not looking at the same thing that you are, but is with you physically and as support. You managed to mentally mentally censor out certain aspects to what you need. I need you to make a charisma saving throw as well. For against some certain side effects.
Is normally?
This is this is normally, yes. 23, you son of a bitch.
No side
All right.
effects.
I'm gonna PM you which side effect you'd like.
Oh, you get to choose one.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that actually. I like how this power, this like, for you guys who are kind of in just in the background, these master runes, I've been barking at Auntie, for
I
a
wouldn't say
long.
barking. Don't put yourself down that much.
Okay, I've been looking for a master rune seller for so long because I want to get Rosewinter into the to the rune scribe prestige class, and you need not only a master rune, but you need to find a fellow rune scribe.
Alright, that's the first one.
Yeah. I was gonna ask if there's enough time after we're done shopping that we could at least go far enough where we could start doing the investigation part,
Yeah.
Ooh.
tracking down these creatures, because I would at least like to encounter them.
I feel like what we can do is we can compile the information, then next session some investigation.
Well,
Possibly come back.
I would rather prefer to try to encounter them as soon as possible, so that way we start the next session with actually confronting them, than rather like us taking too long, then finding them, and then have to hold off another session just to fight them.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, this is your second one. And finally, masked. Let's see here. This is your third option. Yes, whatever is afflicting you can now possibly afflict you physically as well.
Ooh.
There you go. So those are your three.
what Japanese digger? Listen to the
Right
Ranger.
there. I hear you're consuming the weeb shit.
As per the usual, yes.
Per the
Yeah.
usual.
We're here playing through a mic.
So you don't have to.
Really nothing I can do about it.
So yeah, it's fine. Don't tell me which one you want, or don't tell me the name of what you're choosing from, but which one? First, second, or third? Last.
Yeah.
Just stay. I have a question about the first one that I'll message you.
All right.
Oh God.
Okay.
There's your answer. It's kind of a weird answer there. Kind of, sort of. I don't know. It's kind of like saying, like, you know, are you a? It's like in my case, am I a Nicaraguan citizen? Technically, no, but also technically, yes. Born there, but yeah, kind of like dual citizenship situation there. Any other questions?
Yeah. Oh, it's okay.
There's your answer.
Okay, then I'll take the second one.
All right. You feel as if your mind begin to almost toughen and callous to this experience. All right.
We'll have to.
can work
We'll have to
together regarding
discuss.
that. Yeah, so.
Yeah, we'll have to discuss that. Ugh. Okay, and uh, Did I say which one? Which rune it is?
You can choose it. You don't have to say it now, but later.
Okay,
Hello
then.
there. Person who disconnected and reconnected.
Hola.
Hello.
Alright, so.
Okay, so and lastly, does he the advanced poisons?
No, he does not sell poisons, unfortunately.
Well, no, books about advanced poisons.
Or no, he doesn't sell books about advanced poisons. That stuff has been stolen. It's not really been stolen, but has been requisitioned by Harrow Balls' spy network.
So I have to
Speak with the
talk.
spy network, yes.
Okay. Would I actually? Okay, well that will be something later. Where would I find their kind of their place of residence?
They'll find you.
Yeah.
It's one of those situations.
It's something totally they probably won't want to talk to you until after we're done dealing with the cycle pumps.
Well, that was my idea where I'd ask Caribald about them after we deal with
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have literally nothing else unless by some weird sense he has a side crystal or something or
No,
some
he
magic
doesn't have
item.
much shit.
Alright, so we're done with shopping.
Unless
For
he
now.
has
Cool.
potions, which actually he does not sell potions.
Thank God.
Yeah, he sells like just trinkets and spell scrolls.
Yeah.
Potions,
Yeah.
that sort of
But,
stuff, stains.
Yeah, but the ring's useful for me and Moose, who.
Yeah, and speaking of which, I'm gonna need the thing for. I'm gonna need that like description or whatever for Eldritch Claw.
Yeah, it's in the Roll20 compendium.
Yeah, it's.
For the, or I should say for the tattoo of it.
Yeah, it's in the Roll20 compendium.
Oh shit, it is.
Yeah, the
It's,
literal spell itself is
it's
there.
from Tasha's. Eldritch Claw, the item. Yeah.
Oh, it's not. Oh, okay. So it might be underneath item, but I'm not seeing like as spell. Like I'm seeing Eldritch Blast, but I'm not seeing like Eldritch Claw as a spell.
Yeah,
It's not a spell. It's an item.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah, the Eldritch Claw tattoo is the thing I'm looking for. Yeah. All right.
Yep.
I'm literally.
Alright, then in that case, I'll just,
Eldritch Claw.
Okay, I literally just typed in claw and it popped up underneath item.
Oh shit. Well, in that case, fuck it then.
And put in Claw, don't put in Eldritch.
Yeah.
Claw.
By the way, Duke, I put in the link.
Alright.
Not your link, the character sheet.
Okay.
Oh, here it is.
Oh, good.
What?
Also, yeah.
I do need to keep you behind afterwards, for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be available.
Alright, so now that's a side note. You're adding that in. Can we proceed with the investigation before we decide to enter? Like, see if there's a chance that we. Yeah.
Yeah, he did, and so you do have. That's up to a group's decision because you have a time, you have locations, and you have made certain preparations.
Yeah.
It's up to the group to decide whether or not they want to go start hunting today, or.
Honestly, today is the best option because they're getting copping up at midnight, and they might think we've like
Listen,
like,
for weeks we're gonna.
and like there's no indication that they might spontaneously change if they end up finding out what we know. They might try to change their plans. So the sooner possible, the better.
It's not to set the agenda, set the direction of the moon.
I'm actually with Ashana on this one.
On what? Because I kind of didn't understand.
They normally attack during the phase of a moon.
Yeah, at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, at
Midnight.
night, not during a phase moon. Not. I
In
think.
phase 3. Currently, they're attacking at midnight, but if they do decide to randomly change, it's during while the moon's out. And it depends on the phase of the moon.
Yeah, but We should be fine because it's it's not like
For next
full
2 weeks,
waxing.
It'll be at midnight, but they'll only be active for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Above
I-
game, we have like 20 rounds.
I can hold, like, I am able to hold them.
Yeah, I also have hold monster the spell.
So what
That's
I'm thinking is,
that's concentration.
we
Well, that's
pretty much
okay. Above game, we only have. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but sorry.
Yeah. What I was thinking is, like, have one of us be the bait, quote unquote, with the ring of mind shielding, and let what?
Oh, nothing. Just don't mind me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't mind you, the perfect bait. Got it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah. So the other thing I should mention is the concentration checks to maintain spells only applies for when you're taking damage, not consistently, because that would be
Yeah.
really
No,
broken.
I'm just saying it's because it'll be disadvantage.
Yeah,
if
but that's only
it
if you get
came in
hit.
bullshit, so. Yeah. So keep the mages who are concentrating on spells far away. If anyone else, frontline and all that, can keep them away. That's all fine and dandy.
And besides,
Actually, I
all
was
monsters
thinking
gonna
of,
drop if they succeed at the saving throw anyway. So.
Because
actually, what I was thinking of,
301 feet away.
Yeah.
like, turn their lair into our lair.
Well, okay.
Right, because Alistair has that ability.
Oh, so they are working on lair functionality then.
Yeah. I mean,
Yes.
essentially, it's
And-
both your lair and their lair.
Yes, and wouldn't my lair supersede theirs?
No. Essentially, it's kind of like not like a pancake. Yeah, I guess it's kind of like a pancake situation where you both of your area, both of you count as a layer simultaneously.
So you don't take their lair, you just more or less inflict your own.
Yeah, you both have layers. You both afflict, your own.
Okay.
I see.
So it's good to
So
know,
you
but
both gain the benefit of it. So
yeah, but it's good to know regardless. But
and it doesn't require concentration for your spell. It's placed into a layer. So it's good.
So my spell would require concentration.
It does not require concentration, so you're good.
yeah, I think it just takes the duration to cast a spell, right? It's just
10 minutes and it lasts 24 hours. For him.
And I mean, Xeris concentrate on things?
Does
And you have souls
Does-
as well. He doesn't
Yeah.
as well.
I just imagine Jairus like, be concentrated. I think that's pretty butterfly. Wait, what was I saying?
Yeah. But the only thing the only thing that is actually worth doing that he can concentrate on is fucking True Strike, but that's because he has a trick to make it better.
Yeah.
so? Here's just a question. Does anyone have magic circle?
I do not.
I think. Let me check.
Nah. Actually.
Because it's specifically, if you cast it, if you make it and trap someone in it, they can't teleport away.
Mhm,
Let
that
me
is true.
check to see if it's something.
Let
I
me see if I.
Yeah. And here's what I say to it. I'm gonna keep the skeleton key on me, just in case Xeris ends up getting fucking abducted. Because, hey, taking horrible insanity is better than fucking dying.
Alright, so
So,
it is something I could get, but it would require holy water, which is an easy thing, or powdered silver, at least worth
Yeah.
100
You
GP.
could purchase it here.
Yeah,
easy.
for which comes to a spell, but I would have to take a long rest in order to take it and swap out one of my spells.
True.
Yeah, I do
perhaps
have
you
magic
could do it
circle.
the next day.
So you already have max circle, so you got that covered then. Alright.
Oh, then, yeah.
yeah. But even should the worst, like I've been saying, even should the worst happen and Xeris end up getting abducted, I've got the fucking I do have that skeleton key, thankfully, so
I feel like with the Sean's planar knowledge, if she gets abducted, it's practically just a side quest.
If Rahama gets abducted, well, I don't have any means of getting back. All I got is like freaking dimensional door, which isn't interdimensional travel. It's it's a quick jaunt across the material plane.
Again, though, that is only if you get into physical or if you get grappled, or
You get grappled and you don't
by
escape in time.
by a Kimin hole.
Yeah, but
singular type of creature.
With all of us being able to attacking, and unless we get really unlucky, we don't really have to honestly worry about that. But for that a creature to be able to straight up do that without a player being able to recover themselves is really punishing.
Deadly, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like intentionally deadly. It's like, oh, I don't like your character anymore. I'm gonna send this monster at you. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting from it.
I think it was only the characters that like have a way to get back somehow.
Well, that's the thing. It was like the only if you were to send this at a party of freaking wizards who have
plane shift scrolls.
Yeah, it's like if you send out a party with wizards that are plane shift.
Yeah, but if you're sending it at a party who doesn't have plane shift, you're pretty much.
But if you're sending it out a fighter, it's like nope, you're dead.
Yeah, that's my point. It just seems like a creature that is designed to be a PC killer.
Again, then again, the ink devil that you just spoke to does have access to plane shift to this.
How many scrolls did he like? How much do the scrolls cost before we assume that's an option? Because
plane shift isn't cheap spell.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but it's not a cheap spell, and it already comes with the material components already attached.
Yeah, that's a 6th level spell.
Let's see.
I think.
7th level spell.
Oh, okay, 7th. I was off.
Yeah. Here, because you guys kind of need it, it'll only run you down to around 900 gold pieces.
Oh, no.
Because, these things have been a bit of a pain and they've been really good for his customer base, but paranoia, it's kind of grating.
Alright, so
it's really annoying.
Solid question.
Wants them dead.
Alright, so solid question for party is does anyone have enough to make sure that we each have one in case of emergencies?
I'm not
How
sure
much?
of each, but I can have at least the ones that would be more susceptible to it.
It's
okay.
Per scroll.
Yeah, it's 900 per scroll.
Because he wants them dead. He wants them gone. He wants them away from his town, so he can go back to selling people contracts, so that way they can sell their souls.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like I want to make sure that everyone at least has one. So if you don't have that spell, you can at least pop the scroll and be okay.
I actually have like every teleport spell out there because of my
Cursed weapon.
So you can shift back to this plane whenever you get taken away.
No, literally plane. Plane shift teleport.
All right, so that's one person. All right, so that's already one person that doesn't need it. So
I have plane shift, teleport circle, far step, misty step. I've got it all.
Yeah. All right. So anyone else who doesn't need it then?
I feel like Ashana wouldn't technically need it because she's from another plane, so she knows about planar travel.
I would say, Ashana, you would not be able to, because nobody knows where the Sakil go to. Nobody.
Well, she doesn't know exactly where it is, but it's like she'd be able to find it.
The point is, I think the same rules will apply to you unless you also have plane shift as a prepared spell.
Essentially, yeah.
So
7th level spell, so that'll probably.
Yeah, so you might want to pick up a spell scroll too then.
Let's see. Zer or Solthis. Let's see here. Does he have something similar? No. He might need it as well.
So
yeah. Solthis might need it. I've got the key, but then again, the key isn't the best. The key isn't the best solution, but it's a solution. So
it's a fuck it button.
It's an okay, I'm gonna fucking die if I don't do this button.
If I didn't pick in the cleric, I'd probably have it.
Alright, so in total we got 3 who currently need it. Is there...
Additionally, also Solthis will relay that he doesn't need, he needs at least a physical corpse of one of the Sakil, because he could gather information through this ritual he learned.
Yeah, so
Ah, that's good to know.
But he needs,
you know, if that wasn't a 6th level
he
spell, I
needs
might be
10
able to.
minutes. Though
Wait a
the
minute.
downside is that he needs 10 minutes to cast it.
Let me check the
So-
number of known rituals I
Unless
actually
somebody
took.
manages to
1, 2.
use planar binding to bind one of the Sakil before you kill it to this plane.
I
it's
just
gonna be
realized I
impossible
should
to do it.
totally take that ritual too because I have an extra ritual slot for that.
We'll say you can take it too.
Yeah, so I can do that for him if worst case scenario we can't get the body back.
And if you get teleported, but yeah.
Yeah.
So it's only 900 gold pieces per plane shift scroll.
So
So
until we got
perfect
Anita
single
4
four.
because Moose needs 1, I need 1.
Solstice needs one.
Solus,
Yeah.
Yang,
Alistair.
yeah, okay, so that's 5 in total.
What?
Yeah.
So how much is
Alistair
that?
doesn't have plane shift.
I
We're talking about plane shift the spell, so we're just going
Yeah,
off
I
the
have
list
it
of
by the
the...
end. Yeah.
It's 4,000.
I do not have it. Do I?
Yeah. No, you don't have plane shift. But
I
it's-
knew I should have taken that spell.
It's yeah. That being said, so in total, that's 4,500 gold pieces.
Yeah. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna drop the like 900 some odd gold for Solstice for the one for Solstice.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah, I don't have enough to buy for my own or for
Yeah,
Moose,
that's
so...
enough. I have enough to cover.
All right.
So, Scroll of Plane Shift, right?
Because I have like a couple thousand platinum, so I should be good
Yeah.
to
He
cover.
does also accept trade for magical items as well, in exchange for this sort of thing.
That is
Don't I
not
have an amulet of unseeing?
Amulet of what?
Can you check my character sheet? I might have an amulet of unseeing.
the only thing I got that's probably could be traded is Orb of Time and Art of Direction, but that doesn't work here.
Yeah. Well, orb of what?
Orb of
Amulet.
Time and Orb of Detection.
Oh no, they both orb of time
Direction,
work just fine.
direction.
Yeah, they both work just fine. They just adjust.
Ah, okay.
They work just fine. It's like
Well,
updating.
oh, so your rule is that they adjust to another plane because
Yeah.
it says they literally only work on a material plane.
Well, either that or they.
Alright,
work,
never
or
mind.
This isn't the, either that or this is still the material plane, but they don't. I'd say the orbs would not fetch that much to cover this.
Yeah, the feather token I have is used, so that's no longer a thing.
Sorry, you were saying armored? I
Sorry.
didn't mean to cut you off.
Like, it's been a running theme recently.
Sorry.
I have an amulet of unsealing.
Amulet of unsealing.
No, of
Unseen.
unseeing.
Of unseen.
Yeah.
Alright.
What that do?
Let's see here. I don't remember that. It's been a
Might have been
while,
given
actually.
some
Let
time
me
ago.
see. Let me see here. There's nothing in the description for the item, so
Then community emblem against proof of detection.
I think you mean amulet against proof of amulet of proof against detection. I think that's what you're. Yeah. Which
I guess so.
yeah, that would work. That's more than covered. He'd greatly accept that in exchange for all those spell scrolls.
Hands it over.
All right, just gonna delete that from inventory then.
Yep, so I get one, Lucy gets
I get
one,
one.
and gets one.
And if you come back with it, if you ever wish to do business with him, if you come back within a week, he'll set you up with some if you want to purchase it from him, another amulet against detection and all that. Because he'll essentially buy it off you so you can reverse engineer it. Because license it for it because copyright doesn't exist here. Yay!
Yay.
Yay, piracy!
Yeah.
No,
I mean-
no yar, barrel of rum
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, we get it.
But yeah, so. Anything else you guys wish to procure before you decide to do this or undertaking, or
I mean, we got a way to get back in case we get taken for each of us. We're pretty much got protection against bind. Whoever wants them, and then now all we just gotta do is set up a base of operations, essentially.
which you mean you already have a home?
Well, no, the
temporary.
base of operations to stock these guys out, or friggin' essentially like
Yeah,
get a
that's
job with
pretty-
them.
Basically, need to create the whiteboard.
Yeah, so
The pinpoints.
whoever was the person that suggested a bait trap, bait and switch.
Yo, I did.
Yo, I think that's probably the best option where we take one of the strongest members and bait them.
Why do I get the feeling that everyone is just going to turn to, just kind of that slow turn to Xeris?
Actually, Alistair is like just slowly pushing Saris into frame.
And Solthus
I mean-
is also looking at you because he does look up to you.
I mean,
Mm,
I mean, let's face it, Xeris is literally the perfect bait.
Well, there's also Captain Roseman too.
Well, yeah.
yeah. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm not magical
Technically-
whatsoever.
Go ahead.
So my idea for myself is I'm not magical. These creatures can probably smell magic.
Well, wouldn't it be more likely to go after someone that's magical, or they try to avoid? I'm trying to actually remember the canon.
They
They'll hunt down whoever's strong.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
They
so
don't
they'll
care
go
the
after
strongest.
whoever's
If you're
strongest.
strong, or they don't care if you're the strongest. They care about if you're strong. If you're
so
strong,
it doesn't
They're gonna try to hunt you down and take you.
so it
Or
doesn't
might
matter.
actually. So-
Yeah, so it doesn't matter who goes, it's just someone does go.
Yeah.
I
I had enough for one more ritual, and I could do this if we like had enough stone around.
Yeah. So that just begs the question, Duke. Do you feel confident about Rose Winter being able to hold her own?
Yeah, well, I've got ass loads of teleporty spells.
Yeah.
Because of my magic item. See, the idea was to bait them. We set up an area that would be great for an ambush. Everyone hides, but I walk into quote unquote a a magic circle
Mhm.
where then I become the bait. One of us becomes the bait.
Yeah.
In the magic circle, because it's like a 30-foot radius.
Well, here's what I was thinking, yeah? In Xeris' case, all he would really have to do is place him out on his own, seemingly enough. Because he in itself, he's basically got a fucking 60-foot move speed with his mark. So,
Does that rely on a resource?
his mark does not, because he can actually use cantrips to proc it.
Yeah.
Okay, because Rosewinter has 45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Alex.
I was also
Good.
gonna say, if someone was well enough to chip in for the cost of inspiration, we can create like a miniature base where we can hide out where they might attack, so we can be
This is
well.
also, I mean, this is also a area with, this is an urban area, so.
Well, I think I can have it. Yeah, like it says a miniature statuette of the keeper of an actual fort for Gracie Springs for the. All right, so I could probably make it look like a barracks at the most, like. So it looks like it would fit in a suburban setting where it could be like a new building.
Or like a hut or something. Yeah, that's up to you, though. Your group, though.
Yeah, so I'd offer that option if you guys are willing, if you think that would be a valid one.
Hmm.
It's a good ritual.
It is. It's expensive, so.
Yeah.
For usage, good god.
And it's permanent until someone breaks it down.
You know what?
I mean, the homeowners association is gonna have a fucking hissy fit, but you know, whatever.
New building, hey.
You know what? I got enough in. I almost have enough in. I almost have enough in gold in itself just to pay for it. I've got like 228 gold.
220. So I have.
What?
250.
Yeah, it costs 250. I could chip in my 9 platinum to help bring it to Goss so we could cast it once. Which.
And what about that plain imprisonment spell?
Plain imprisonment?
Planar binding, I believe,
Planar
is the name of it.
Yeah. Planar binding and to keep a corpse, creature, one of the whatever is the Sakil up here, tethered. Though I will say, you'll not get that. You know, depending on the Sakil, you'll get different pieces of information. The more powerful ones will net you a lot of intel, but they're going to be tougher to kill. Especially since they will know that you're binding them to this plane.
Alright, so. I don't know if they're, like, what's the actual name of the saints? Planar?
Planar binding.
Well, I'm trying to look it up so I can look at it.
No, just and PLANAR.
Or just look up bind.
Binding, yeah. I had it. So.
BIND.
Bind.
It's a 5th level abjuration spell.
Okay, now I see it. I was like, my brain! Fortunately, it's not a ritual, and that's a costly thing. Alright, actually, solid question. Would this work good enough to be able to do it too if I was to...
It would only apply to the soul. Actually, let's see here. It says here...
I don't think it would touch the body, just...
No, it only applies to the core. And it only applies to humanoids. See the casting time 1 reaction with which you take when a humanoid you can see within 60 feet of you dies.
I don't get why it's only humanoids. Why can't I do other creatures, man?
Yeah.
It's such an odd spell. It's like very, very situational. It's like, come on.
Well, it's not.
Well, it's one of those things where it's like in this situation, I'm like, it's like anytime I could use this against a creature that has a soul, I can't use it because they're not technically a humanoid. It's like, why?
Well, they are not humanoid at all. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Still,
It's like it's soul cage. It's a soul. It should work for all.
The effect is still the same. So, yeah, and it's still a very good spell.
Yeah, but it just bugs me with soul cage only affecting humanoids. It's like it makes me useless in this situation.
Not necessarily.
It's useless in the sense of like everything in this thing is demon or demonic in nature, which is fiend, which means I can't use this.
Well, with planar binding, it actually just basically makes a new buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's just a complaint for a spell. It's like it really should just apply to any creature that as long as they have a soul.
Yeah.
And also, yeah, for planar binding, yeah, it will essentially make them your ally.
So you can't really be like, hey, yo, want me to look inside your corpse?
I
Well,
will say, let's see here.
Well, I was saying in case planar binding, you can get planar binding oftentimes where they tried to escape, or if I was the last one to hit them, like.
Because it said it was if you have magic circle and you planar binding, then that would be a good con.
Yeah, essentially. That's.
I do have someone who can sort of cast them. It's up to you.
Yeah, but
I can't guys both, but it's just planning.
Yeah. So I take it you guys are going to go do the hunting today, or is it going to be the next day?
I'm saying, actually.
I'd rather set up for today, so that way when we start next session, we can be ready for combat. Like we can start combat or something.
Next session, whichever day you take to do it, we will, you guys will do the stakeout and the hunt will begin.
Oh,
And I'm very excited for this because I have been prepping for this fight for a while. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Well, yeah, that's why I was saying
or you'll hate me for it because, good God, what the hell are these things?
Yeah, so.
But I would like to set up that particular spell.
That's fine.
Yeah, same with my instant fortress with him, with Xeris chipping in and then me chipping in. You're chipping in 200 and what? 220. So I'd have to chip in at least 3 platinum for that.
Yeah.
I just had to do proper math. That's
easily provided by the Ink Devil.
Yeah, so that means now we got an instant
fortress. My childhood. What would I say when I'm growing up? I never thought I would do something like this. So.
Yeah, so we at least now have instant fortification because I'll use my action to get that up quick instead of just ritual casting it.
Yeah, so.
And then I can I can ritual cast always cast. Well, actually, if I'm ritual casting as a warlock, would I automatically cast at the 5th level or to cast at the base level of the spell?
Base level of the spell. That's always the case with.
I just wanted to know because I was like, oh, okay, so I can.
Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, that's always the case, no matter what class you are, unless you have an ability that says otherwise. It's always at the minimum you can cast.
All right, so I'll ritual cast. Gift of good luck for Moose.
Hey, that's very nice of you. And obviously, Death Ward on everyone.
Yeah, Death Ward has already been pretty much done. As soon as I get the chance, I essentially short rest, refresh, and just short rest.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
what else did I want to ritual class? What we're waiting for this spring to check.
Yeah, with that session's over.
Okay, I'll stop recording.
Yeah, feel free. So yeah.